October 23rd, 2020. It's Friday night. Things look a little different, but we're still talking with our hands. You know what I'm saying? We're here to break down a little UFC card. Maybe not the biggest card of the year, but maybe the biggest fight of the year. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Justin, the highlight Gaethje. Got a couple people here. We're going to talk about them bets, break down this card. But first, Mr. Jeff Slaughter, can you tell me if I need a book where I need to go?
Yep. If you're tired of your bookie, bet with our bookie, mybookie.ag. You sign up under Pub Sports, the promo code, enter that. You get 50% off cash bonus and 100% match Bitcoin. So that's a pretty good deal. We've been using Bitcoin lately. We're sending them, whatever we send them, 500, they'll match up to $500.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Before we dig into that card, let's get to the panel members. We got the young strapping man in the Gucci glasses, the beat headphones, the maroon cardigan. That's right. Billy Briz at Getting Bills. What up, Billy?
What's up, Mo? How are you feeling, man? This is the biggest fight card of the year. Khabib got me waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, man. We got to get these bets going in. You make sure you place your bets tonight so you don't have to place them in the morning and you're all drowsy in the morning. Zoe, man, you got social media yet?
No.
Damn it, Zoe.
Mo, should I do it just for you?
I think you might just need to live the damn gimmick now, Zoe, and just never get it. All right?
Yeah, I think so.
Just live the damn gimmick and never get it. But just real quick, since you don't have a social media to plug, how about you plug somebody that is rocking a serious stream right now that you've been on a couple times today? How about you get a shout out?
Yeah, I can plug that. So Mr. Arkansas is on, I think he's almost to 44 hours. He's in a marathon.
Wild man.
He has targeted tonight. His target is 60 straight hours, which will break his record of 35 straight hours. And he's had 4 breaks of about 20 minutes. So he is in the middle of a marathon.
And you boys want to know what that is? That's a friend. He used his 20 seconds to plug whatever he wanted to plug, and he gave another guy a shout out. That's a true friend. That's Big Zoe. Welcome to the panel. And then we got the big man. We got El Jefe. We got the boss in the building. The man that
the Polish assassin.
The Polish assassin in the building. Mr. Jeff. A lot of people call him Slaughter in the building. What's up, boss?
What's up, man? What's up, everybody? Glad to be back. Been a rough week. Been moving. Have been away a little bit. My homeboy P, Big Preston's gone. Back in his home state. I'm feeling a little lonely over here, but with y'all guys, we're going to make this shit roll.
That's right. And if you don't know me, it's your boy Mo. I was out for a week or so. I said it on the other stream. I'll say it on this one because this is the MMA stream. I want to thank each and every one of y'all that sent any type of kind words, any prayers. Super special shout out to anybody that donated. That was crazy. I had no idea. Has never had anything like that happen to me. So super shout out to each and every one of y'all. Super shout out to the boss. That's awesome. We're here to take over. I don't get all sentimental, so y'all aren't going to hear me bring it up a lot, but I did want to say from the bottom of my heart, appreciate each and every one of y'all. And talk about each and every one of y'all. Let me roll through this chat real quick because that's what we're here to rock with y'all. We would just be some homies talking fights if it wasn't for y'all. We got Big Show picks in the building about to get these hands. We got Ali. We got Fight Fan. We got the man with the fat fist, Boston Nick in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. We got Anon in the building. Let's see. We got Neil Security. We got Connor Mack.
The Mac is back.
That's right. We got the Mississippi Kid in the building. That's MISSISSIPPI, if you know what I mean. We got Big Zoe Mega. We got Big Dale saying, he thought we were at odds. No, man. We don't like to say bad words, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is where it's at. So I'm not saying you got to describe, but then you got to subscribe right here because this is where it's at. If you want to put something on to go to sleep, go turn that on. But this is where it's at over here. And we got the man with the boom, dried, spicy, shredded squid. Hey, he's been a long time. So appreciate each and one of y'all for rocking with us. Let's dig into this card. First fight on the card. We got
what's up, bro? Zoe's got something to say real quick.
Oh, my bad.
I just wanted to do a little promo and plug Connor Mack for his college football show here on Pub Sports tomorrow. He has some great picks. I win money with Connor every week. So check him out tomorrow on the college football show.
Hey, very nice plug. We're going to kind of walk through kind of the schedule. We got a different schedule. Boss, we need to update that schedule that we got on Twitter because we got some banging shows. We got some nice time slots that we're coming with y'all. And we got more to come next week and the weeks to come. We got some bangers. We got some big dogs locking in that they're announcing it tonight. So stay tuned. So, yeah, Connor Mack's one of them big dogs that we locked up. So
yeah, and that's a good show, man. Connor Mack and Ian, them two together really gel well, and they know their shit. So I've been telling them, taking their info, putting them in my teasers, and they've been I've been double downing on that shit. So it's been really good, man, and I appreciate those guys helping us out. Big P, I know he's rooting for the Dodgers right now. He's got a future on them. If he wins, if Dodgers win, he gets 2,200 or so. I know he's pulling on that shit right now, but he's in the chat. He'll be popping in hopefully soon. So maybe we'll have a special appearance from Preston himself, the Bang Bang.
Yeah, the Bang Bang. Big shout out to P. You gotta love Big P. Shout out, and yeah, we'll walk through some shows. We got some bangers. Big shout out to Connor Mack. I love you, brother. And also, guys, we got 22 people in the chat. I know we got a lot of streams going right now. We can do better than this. If you scroll down a little bit, right where you see the like button, we definitely need you to click that because that's how YouTube knows that you enjoy what we got going here. We're trying to get in those algorithms, but also there's a little share button that a lot of people don't see nor know about. Click that bad boy. Send it to your social media, Facebook, MySpace. I don't give a shit what you send it to. Send it to your hot sister, your cousin, whatever. Let's get some more people in here. Let's make this money. So y'all do that for us. We're going to bring you these content, these bets. First fight on the card, we got Joe Alvarez versus Alexander Yakovlev. Boss man, drop me some odds on this one, sir.
MyBookie.ag, you can find these lines. This is who we bet with during our Flip That Cash segment. Alvarez coming in at -170. Alexander +140, over and under 2.5, +110, and under 2.5, -140.
Nice. Billy, how about you pop this one off, sir? What you think about this opening fight on the card?
Yeah, man, this one was one of the takeaways that I had from weigh-ins. Yoel Alvarez is one of the fighters to miss weight. He missed weight.
You fucking fancy on me, boy?
No, man, he missed weight. He was the number one takeaway from the UFC weigh-ins. He missed weight. He weighed in at 159.5, but that's deservedly so. He's a really big guy for that division. I wouldn't be surprised if he moved up later on in his career after he goes through a couple more years down here in this division. But overall, man, Yoel Alvarez, I was a little bit tempted to take the line earlier on in the week, but I'm a degenerate, so I ended up taking the line a little bit later on in the week. -170 is a little bit of a hefty price tag to pay for a guy that has been basically dog money previously before all these fights. But I think it's deservedly so. If you're looking for an over-under in this one, I'm leaning towards the over 2.5 at plus money. I think this one goes to the scorecards. His opponent, most of his fights usually go to the decision of recent.
Nice. Zoe, what you think about it? Zoseph.
I think he's muted.
You're muted.
Sorry about that.
It's all good, Zoseph.
I have Alvarez in this as well. I think that he should win this fight, and I agree with you, Billy. Probably by decision is the way that I see this fight going. But I do like Alvarez on this fight tonight or tomorrow.
All right, yeah, just me real quick. Looking at this handy-dandy chart, all brought to you by Mr. Brady. That's right. The big brain made this chart, allowing us to use it. We got some nice numbers here. I'm sitting here looking at the handy-dandy chart. We see Alvarez down here. Looking at finish stats, finish rate. My man's at 100% finish rate. So my man finishes fights. So does that deter you at all from going? Still kind of going by decision, or do you anticipate Yakovlev coming in, securing a takedown? He likes body locks. He likes to try to get it to the ground, but that's kind of where Alvarez looked like in the beginning to shine. But his last fight, it looks like he has pretty good stand-up as well. You still kind of rocking decision?
I think Yoel is a submission specialist, but if you look at the recent fights of Yakovlev, a lot of his losses are like unanimous decisions. He has a couple of finishes thrown in there as well, but majority of his fights in the UFC have all been decisions.
Yeah, 88% of that 100% finish rate is by submission. So yeah, no, boss man, what you think about this one?
Yeah, I'm on board with y'all guys. The thing, that Alvarez, he's a big, tall, lanky guy in this division. He's a full 6'3". The dude is got long range, and on the feet, he's got a clear advantage. And like Billy said, he's more of a submission guy, which kind of, he does give up takedowns quite a bit. So Yakovlev's going to have some takedowns. I'm pretty sure of that. But if you watch kind of the Roosevelt Roberts, I anticipate kind of a similar match for, Yakovlev when he's on top, he's not too heavy. So Alvarez can always attack, and as long as he's attacking, grabbing the neck, attacking some, going for those arm bars, something like that. Alexander stays pretty soft, and Yoel can get up and hopefully keep it on the feet. But I do worry a little bit about being controlled on the ground, because this guy is a Russian. He does have 10 years experience, which could be a disadvantage as well, because he's 10 years older. So that could be a problem.
He's a real strong dude. You can tell.
Yeah, Andy's strong, and that's the thing. You said it, Andy's strong. So technically, if if he could stay out of trouble, stay out of those submissions, I think he could actually wrestle this guy and hold him. But I'm not willing to pay that price. I think Alvarez gets it done, and I don't mind the 170 personally. I do with this finish rate, like you brought up. I see this being a finish, so I'm not really in love with the Billy play of the over 2.5, just because I do see if Yoel has a clear path, it will be that decision. I mean, not decision, a submission.
Yeah, and I just checked that out. You can get Alvarez by submission for around about plus 215. So,
and that's not horrible, because he will have some chances to get in position for that. I do think so. That kind of like the Roosevelt Roberts. I mean, Yakovlev was kind of leaving his neck out there. I don't know, man. I think it'll be similar to that, but I think Alvarez will get the finish.
Yeah, I'm there with you boys. Ain't no need to say anything. Y'all said it. I'm on Alvarez as well. He shocked me with his striking. I think that, before his last fight, I thought he was all jiu-jitsu based, all tried to get the fight to the ground, look for that sub. He surprised me last fight, so I anticipate him being able to hold his own on the feet. Yakovlev likes to get body lock takedowns. I think his fight IQ is not going to be the best. At some point in time, he's going to do that, make that mistake, take it to the ground with Yoel, as the sophisticated Billy says, and then catch that sub. So my official pick is Yoel by submission. So next fight up on the card, we got Liliya Jojua versus Miranda Maverick. Boss man, drop me some odds, sir.
Miranda Maverick coming in as a huge favorite, minus 410. And Liliya plus 310, over and under 2.5, over minus 115, under minus 115.
Nice. Zosov, can you start this one off, sir?
Yeah, so I like Miranda Maverick in this fight. She is on a 5-fight win streak, and out of those 5 fights, she has 4 fights that are she has 3 submissions and 2 decisions. If you want to angle on her, I know she's mine at what'd you say she was, Slaughter?
Minus 410 or Miranda?
Yeah, so minus 410, but you can find her win inside the distance at minus 125. Yeah. And I have a feeling that Maverick's going to finish her. So I think that minus 125 is a much better look than trying to get her at minus 410. So that's the way I would play this fight. She does have some nice finishes by submission. She has a couple with rear naked choke. So I like her to win inside the distance here.
Very nice. Billy, what you think about it?
Man, this is one of the fights that I have circled in the prelims that I don't really know which way I'm going to go because I feel like everybody in the community right now is going with Miranda Maverick. But the one thing that concerns me about her, I don't know how much I'm really reading into it. I don't know if I'm trying to galaxy brain it. This is her first fight out of the United States, and Luana Jojua, hopefully I'm saying her name right, but Jojua has fought in Abu Dhabi twice before in her first two fights in the UFC so far. And she's really young, man. She's 25. She's just as young as Miranda Maverick herself. So she's making improvements. She was wrecking people in the scenes in that shitty ass Fight Global scene that she was in before she got into the UFC. But in the UFC, she lost her first fight against Sarah Moras, and then she cashed in a big plus money for me, a plus 175 at that armbar in round one. These Georgian fighters have really been on a hot streak. Long story short, what I'm saying is
you getting wild, Billy?
When the time comes, man, I'm thinking about betting Jojua by sub plus 900.
Oh, I mean, if you're going to bet her, that's the only way to bet her. Then if you could be specific and be like by armbar, because that's how it's going to happen if it happens. But
yeah, that's the only way I think she has a chance of winning this. But who's to say, man, when the two female fighters hit the fucking grappling, hit the mat, it's a 50-50, man. I know a lot of people are talking about Miranda Maverick's grappling powers and everything, but Jojua is just on the same exact level as her, maybe even better. So we should really find out. I feel like this line is really off, but I guess I'm wrong because I see everybody picking Maverick here. How about Slaughter? How do you feel about this one?
I mean, dude, I'm all over Maverick just for the fact that I think, she's going to be the bigger girl in here for sure. She does have the jiu-jitsu. So I think with the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, she's all around the better fighter. Luana, she's tough, man, and she's got the armbar, in her back pocket. But other than that, dude, I don't find her any somewhat of threat. I think Maverick knows better than that shit, man. She's smarter than that. These Georgia fighters are coming in hard, man. They're fucking on a roll right now, and I like that. I like that vibe, and I'm going. I'm not going to bet her. I'm not going to bet this at minus 410. I don't think the over 2.5 is horrible because women's MMA decisions, they always go that route. It seems, or even the prop over 1.5, the alternative line over 1.5 at minus 190 is not horrible either.
Yeah, I do like that look. Does her fighting out of the United States for the first time in her career concern you at all, or does that just make you pass overall generally?
No, it doesn't concern me at all because these fighters seem to be adjusting well, I guess, for the most part. And it's just the nature of the beast. I think they know what's at stake. And Mavericks, she's looking up, man. She's got she's on a roll. She's looking up. She's got momentum. So I like all those things about her right now.
We got Big Sabino in the building. What's up, Sabino?
What's up, Sabino?
We got 2 cents dropping in to Jeff Hewitt.
What's up, homie?
Just wanted to give a couple guys that came in late. Alex Eggnon. Appreciate it, guys. If y'all could click that share button, let's share this link. We got 18 people. Let some people know that we're in here breaking this card down, and we're going to be here every Friday, same time. So pick your poison. But I'm going, with Boss. I'm on Maverick as well. I've kind of been feeling a little bit spicy lately, and kind of been betting a little bit of women's MMA lately, but this is one of the ones that I think I am going to fade. I think Maverick might. I mean, she can shit an apple pie. You know what I mean? Because she's decent striker. She can mix it up. If she, second, third round, she might accidentally go in, just like riding a bike. It happens. That's why you can ride a bike. For you haven't rode a bike in 20 years. You get on it, you can all of a sudden you can ride it because you trained it so much. If she's trained takedowns, at some point she could shoot in for a takedown. If she shoots in for a takedown, gets in the guard of Jojua, then she could get that armbar. So she could shit in the apple pie, but I think ultimately she's going to pick up a decision win. I think she's going to come out and do what she needs to do. I really don't see Jojua winning any round, because I only see her being dominant in that one position. I don't think Maverick's going to get it there. 30-27 victory for Miranda Maverick. So,
are you going to the betting window with that prediction?
I am not. This is going to be one of the ones that I am fading, but I am, boys. I'm going to get spicy. I haven't done it yet. Might do it live on the show. I am going to put a little something on a women's fight later on. So,
Uh-oh.
Maybe you boys can maybe you boys can talk me out of it.
Let me bust out the fucking Jameson for that shit.
Hey, shit. hey, I'll give you a hint. Is Nikki's little side piece?
Nikki with the
you know what I'm saying? That's right. We'll get to that. So yeah, guys, make sure you're spamming those likes, share the link. Let's get back at it. Next up on the call, we got Sam Alvey. Shockingly, I've heard a lot of people on Sam Alvey. We got Sam Alvey versus Da-Un Jung. Boss man, you got some odds on this?
Yeah, Da-Un Jung comes in at minus 330. Sam Alvey plus 255. Over and under 1.5. Over minus 150. Under plus 120. And let me just kick this off. Sam Alvey's going fucking night, boys. I don't like him. I don't think he goes night, but I think Dae Jung picks him apart. I think he stays outside. I think he uses his jab well. He can wrestle. He's the bigger guy. And dude, Sam Alvey's fucking. I don't see any hype. I don't see what all the hype is. I know people are on him. I don't get it. They're always on him. All he's got is that counter fucking right, pretty much. I mean, dude, he's not going to win this fight. And I got Jung as one of my big parlays.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough volume. Alvey backs his back up to the cage, and then he looks for a counter strike, and that doesn't win fights unless he can knock Jung out, and I don't think he can. I'll go ahead and take the second lead. I'm on Boss 2. I'm on the same exact path. A lot of people are on Alvey. I think they're more on it for the value, for the number that they can get, and maybe they're fishing for some dog plays on this card. And if one of you boys below me is on it, maybe y'all can talk me into it or tell me specifically why Alvey, but I just don't see it. Not enough volume. And he's on a 4-fight losing skid, I think. This could be his way out. My pick is Jung, and I haven't bet it yet, but I think he's a little parlay piece for me. What you think about it, Zoe?
All right, so Jung is on a 12-fight win streak, and Alvey's on a 4-fight losing streak.
First off, I don't like how you took a deep breath before you.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Because
I'm
one of those guys.
Did you catch that deep breath?
Don't be the Sam Alvey guy, dude. Don't do it.
I already bet Sam Alvey at plus 265.
Oh my god!
Tell me why, Zoe. Tell me why.
I think Alvey's the toughest guy he's ever been in the ring with, and Alvey's got some heavy hips. He's not going to be able to get Alvey down, and I think Alvey's the toughest guy he's ever fought. And I think Alvey's he doesn't have the volume. You're right. But I think Alvey finishes sometime during the fight. That's my pick. And plus I'm getting that plus 265. So
you're just playing the money line. I mean, so do you get a little bit more crazy since, I mean, clearly he's not going to win a decision.
I mean,
you
think Mike Rodriguez is tougher than Alvey? Mike Rodriguez is pretty tough son bitch.
Mike Rodriguez has got big hands and he can knock people out, but he does not. I like Alvey. I think Alvey would beat Rodriguez, I think.
Okay.
So he did beat. You're right, Preston. He did lose to Kilson Abreu, but I'm telling you, Alvey's a live dog.
You appreciate you, Big Jeff. MMA might have to go sit on an island by yourselves on that motherfucker pick.
Yeah.
No winners in that shit, though.
Yeah.
So Big Show asked, why not take it inside the distance? Because I bet it on Tuesday, and my book does not come up with the props until Friday. And I wanted to get the plus 265.
Hey, big Sam Alvey supporter, double down on him.
I might take a look at that. I got to see what it is. Let me see what the odds are on Alvey.
Crazy.
What'd you get Sam at?
Plus 265.
Okay, so he's only dropped $10 since then. I mean, it's not. Really,
yeah, let me just see what I can get him inside the distance at.
Not like people are running to the bank to bet fucking Dae-Jung, but. But you know what I mean? The dude can pick him apart with his jab alone, I feel like.
He can. I just think Alvey's tough. I can get him inside the distance at plus 365. I may do a little bit more on that.
All right, so just real quick, let's see if the young buckaroo has been partaking in maybe one of our sponsors that we'll touch on in a second. and see if his mind is in the clouds and hides a pterodactyl's nutsack, or if he's down here on Earth with me and Boss. Young Billy, who are you taking in this and why?
You know, man, when I came into the beginning of this week, man, there was a couple of spots, and I felt like I was trying to galaxy brain myself and just go with something that I don't really believe in, man. I think the biggest problem here with Jung is just the odds that he's been presented at in the UFC so far. His first fight was against Kalidas, who's a fucking trash can at plus 215 underdog, and then his second fight against Mike Rodriguez, he was a plus 100. So I just don't understand the pricing of a minus 360. But I say all this to say that he's the second leg of my prelim parlay, and I'm going to take that one to the bank. I'm not going to galaxy brain myself on this one. He's still a fighter that's very green, very young in his career. But I don't think Sam Alvey is throwing the volume enough to really catch a guy like him slipping. And if I had to make a lean on the over-under, I kind of think that under 1.5 at plus money is a pretty interesting lean, because if Sam Alvey does come in here, he said in the interview earlier this week that he felt like he's came out a little bit slow in these fights, so he's going to try to come out with some heat to match Jones' heat. Yes, so I think that under 1.5.
Sam Alvey ain't never came out with heat ever in the history.
He said, I'm just saying what my man said in the interview. He predicted second round.
All right, Cox.
He's going to go with under 1.5 plus 115.
Hey, well, Big Show said he will tell y'all if you do the inside the distance on Alvey. He said he'll tell you momos, just so you aren't the only momos in the world doing it. That's what he said.
You would be telling Zoe on that play, because I'm on Jung. I got him in a second leg of my parlay.
I'm the only one. I'm on an island.
There he is.
You and Clint hard MMA's on y'all are wrong.
There you go.
Clint's on it as well?
Yep.
Smart man.
Hey, I
smart
see
man.
why. So I mean, it is combat sports. Someone can get knocked out, but whatever.
Yeah, anything can happen, boys. We could talk this fight all day because Sam Alvey's one exciting son of a bitch. But next up on the card, we got a hell of a name, boys. Rakhmonov. Fuck that up, but I'm from Arkansas and I'm American, but you know who I'm talking about, versus Cowboy Alex Oliveira. Boss man, you got some odds on this fight.
Cowboy Oliveira 105 minus 105. Rakhmonov minus 125. Over and under 2.5. Over 120 minus 125 and under 2.5 minus 105.
Nice. I'll go ahead and pop this one off. Going to be honest with you boys, haven't watched any tape yet on old boy over there. So this is me right now saying this is probably, unless I watch the tape, not going to have any action on this one right now, but I will shoot it down there too. The young whippersnapper, Young Billy. What you think about this fight, brother?
Oh, man, this is one of the fights that I think the public has been absolutely steaming right here. A lot of people probably think that Rakhmonov is some Dagestanian type of dude, but that's not his thing. He's not Dagestani. He's Kazakhstanian. Different country, but I got ahead of the line movement here. I bet him earlier on the week, Tuesday, at plus 115 odds. Deservedly so, though. I feel like Alex Oliveira should be the favorite here in this spot. If I do hedge, I will say so. But as of right now, man, I feel pretty good with my plus money here. I just feel like Alex Oliveira on short notice, this is a spot that doesn't really favor him. This is one of my takeaways from the weigh-ins. He missed weight at 173. So being a little bit on the older side of the pendulum and missing weight, that's also a really good not a really good sign here. But hopefully Rakhmonov can finally get a name under his belt, because I'm looking at the names that he's fought throughout his career, man. Honestly, besides Mike Rodriguez, that's the other fight. Rakhmonov, this is his UFC debut. He's fought literally all trash cans in the regional scene. I think all of his fights have finished inside the distance. Why I don't think he finishes this fight inside the distance, I would lean to this under also as well, under 2.5 plus money. I feel like both fighters can contribute towards the under here.
Billy, I like how you're answering your own questions over there, buddy.
There you go. We got a fucking genius in the building, boys. We got a Rain Man in the building.
You asked yourself something, then you answered it. That's pretty crazy, dude.
All right, there. Zoe, good luck following that up. Zoe, what you think about it, brother?
All right, we got Alex Oliveira. He's on a 2-fight win streak with Sabata and Griffin, but before then he had a 3-fight losing streak. And I watched tape on Rakhmonov this week, and I watched 2 fights, and I like Rakhmonov to beat him. So I bet him on Tuesday, I think, at plus 110. And I like the youngster, the debutante here, to go ahead and win.
Yeah, from what I've heard, just from listening to some breakdowns, there's quite a few people that are taking a shot on him.
Yeah, he's pretty. Actually, he looked pretty good to me on tape, and I'm not a big Alex Oliveira fan. If you look at Oliveira's, I like Charles Oliveira better with the Bronx, but I'm not a big Alex fan.
I don't get how Rakhmonov here is making his UFC debut and he just went up to being the favorite. That's the only thing I don't agree with, but Zoe, you're along with me. You got to have that line movement and call him at plus money. So at that point, I feel like we're beating the bookies here because I felt like the pick'em is more indictment of how this fight should be lined at, but I feel like Oliveira should be the favorite here. He has way too much on his resume. I don't understand how the other dude is making his debut.
I've got to bring up Preston. Preston makes a good fucking a good point. Borat 2 drops this week. Is it a coincidence? It's dropping. That's funny, dude. But
true that.
He also has another point, and he knows I love my cowboy dog because Oliveira is the real deal dog. He's levels above this motherfucker. Levels. I'm talking. There's levels to this shit, and this guy is not on Cowboy's level. Yeah, Cowboy could come in overweight, out of shape. You know, he does slow down a bit, but the dude's fucking tough and nails. We know that. And I don't know what the other guy has enough to bet money on him because he's fighting trash cans, just like Billy said. And dude, Alex fucking gets in that clinch and he uses those dirty fucking knees, the dirty elbows. He makes every fight fucking dirty. Nothing's easy for this guy unless he gives up his back, gives up some stupid fucking submission from the back. I don't see Alex losing this fight. I think he just kind of bullies himself to victory here, man. So I'm all over Cowboy at minus 105 shit. I'm all over that.
Hell yeah, book it. There you go. You heard the boss, man. Book that bad boy. So, also, boys, I don't know if you noticed just midstream, I was trying to set something up, but yeah, boys, we got merchandise here at Pub Sports Radio, and we got a nice fresh tee out there. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's right. That's your boy's pretty face. The one that kind of looks like a transvestite to the right, that is Nick, but the smooth looking criminal, Smooth Jack, that's your boy right there. So if you want to slide over there, if you want to support the cause, they got all kinds of other banging shirts as well. They got some South 101. They got the Ba. They got the Die Hard MMA podcast, Talking Hands. They got all kinds of good stuff. If you want to go to their sport, I will drop the link in the chat if you want to copy and paste that. Order you one of them bad boys, it would be much appreciated. So,
and if y'all guys are ever down here in San Antonio, come on down by Southtown 101. That's where Pub Sports Radio is studio. You know,
yep.
Studio inside the bar. We got people rolling, people active, people getting drunk. You can look in the glass. I got 2 hotties looking at me right now.
Hey, boss, do we need to bring him in?
Flicking me off, and the other one's doing this. Like,
hey, boss, hey, you should tell him we got this one guy on here named Zoe that has a big pocketbook. And so there's 2 big ballers on stream right now. One strapping young guy, and then one guy that kind of favors Channing Tatum. But all right, yeah. No, so,
come on by the bar. I'll buy you a shot. Come say hi. You can always jump on stream with us if you're cool enough.
Very nice. Hey, Nikki, go fuck yourself. Boys,
Boston.
There you go, Boston. But that was with love. Hey, you got a girlfriend now, so watch your mouth. So make sure you're smashing that like, boys. If you're enjoying this content, if you enjoy the banter back and forth, this is what we do. So make sure you're subscribed. If you're not already subscribed, hit that bell notification, hit that like. And yeah, no, let's just one more thing. Hey, boss, you want to tell me a little bit about that Wolf Spreads?
Yeah, Wolf Spreads the app right now. You get on there. We've created a contest every week. We have a new contest in the NFL. You get on there, you pick your bets, you get $2,000 automatically. The point is to make as much money as you can. and it's a contest. Whoever gets the most wins the most money at the end of the week. For the NFL, they get merchandise. There'll be cash prizes along the way and all kinds of prizes. So that's real cool. So far, I think we've got 40-something people signed up.
Nice.
And right now, I'm in fucking first, dude. I bet.
Oh yeah,
every fucking dime I had on the Eagles, and I got $1,000 profit. So.
There you go. Yeah, boys.
I'm hoping that everyone else that bets like 10 games or 20 games, they spread out, go even, and then they won't make any money, and I'll win.
And wham, bam. So that's a good way to play along with your friends. Like, you use that fantasy bankroll, how you would manage it throughout the week. You play up until Monday. That's when it restarts, just like a bookie. That's how you play. You play however you want to play it with your buddies, see who profits the most at the end. So
even though Billy's little bitch fucking Eagles last night looked like a little fucking
they did.
Those are the two ugliest, nastiest teams to watch. I mean, it's disgusting, bro. Throw in the Cowboys too. Fuck all them.
The NFC lease, man. The NFC lease is what we're calling it this year.
Pathetic, dude. I cannot. I'm so glad I went to the dark side, dog. The Saints, bro. The Saints are the way to go, man.
Hey, no, I might be right there with you. I was on the Bills for a second, and then I gave up, and I said, you know what, fuck them. But then everybody was trying to dog me, and I said, motherfuckers, it's been 2 weeks. When you buy something at Best Buy, you have 30 days to return that bitch.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I got 30 days to come up if I want to stay on the bandwagon or not. So blow me if y'all got a problem with that. But so I'm still in the market. Cowboys, I'll always be Cowboys but I need me another like primary team. So
I tell you, you jumped off that real quick. You jump on, they get 2 losses, and then you jump right off.
Yeah, bro. I don't want to jump on one losing franchise to another.
Well, you know what, dog, is everyone's jumping teams and shit I've seen, but nobody fucking says KC. Why not just jump on the Chiefs, man? They're fucking good, dude.
I thought about it, but then I don't want to be that guy.
Fuck that.
Hey, come on down and join the Jaguars. We got 1 win.
Hey, buddy, you that guy when you jump ship, motherfucker, the Bills. What you talking about?
I know, cocksucker, but whatever.
Let's go.
Let's go. Shout out to Skywalker DFS. Check him out. He has a channel. Thanks for showing the love, Skywalker. Let's get on to this next one. Rolling up, boys. Smash the like, because this is what happens. Next fight, we got a good one, boys. Casey Kenny coming in, facing Nathaniel Wood. Boss man, drop me some odds, sir.
Oh shit! This was probably one of the best fights on the card by far, dude. This fight's badass. Nathan Wood. Let's see. Casey Kenny comes in at -170. Nathaniel Wood +140. Over and under 2.5. Over -235. Under +195.
All right, Zosov. You want to pop this one off, sir?
Yeah, so Nathaniel Wood, he's been looking pretty good. His only loss is a knockout from John Dodson here since 2016. He was on a nice little win streak before that. Casey Kenny coming with a quick turnaround here. He just fought on the October 3rd, and now, so 3 weeks ago. And
this is at a catchweight.
Yeah, and so Casey Kenny, to me, has really started to level his game up, and I like Casey Kenny here. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm going to find a way to be on Casey Kenny by tomorrow.
Dude, -170 on Kenny, though. You haven't seen that in a while, I don't think, since since Merab, once he got whipped, which everyone,
Well, really, that's his only trip up lately is Merab, and then for Wood, his only trip up has been Dodson. But I just like Kenny. When I watch him fight, I just really like the way he fights.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and follow you up. I'm right there with you. There's not just a whole big breakdown on this. I think Kenny is going to be able to control the rounds. I think if he wants to grapple, he's going to be able to grapple. He's also going to be able to hold his own on the feet. I think we're going to see a probably 29-28 Kenny decision. What you thinking about it, Billy?
Hey, man, this is one of the fights that I really didn't have a really good lean at the beginning of the week, but as the week has gone on, we have gotten more information. And there's something about Casey Kenny's vibe that I'm just not liking for this week, man. I'm watching the Embedded series. He's over here drinking pina coladas and shit, knowing that he doesn't have to cut as much weight. This catch weight is a big blessing for him since he's getting a quick turnaround. Whoever wins this fight, though, is going to be getting a big name and really make a name of themselves. And I know Nathaniel Wood's nickname is the Prospect, but I think he might show something here. If you're betting one of these guys, I think you take it by decision. Kenny by decision right now is plus 110. And I think I'm going to go the route of betting Nathaniel Wood by decision at plus 300. Those odds are absolutely stupid. This is the first time that Nathaniel Wood has been plus money in a UFC fight for in his career so far. So I'm gonna have to ride out Nathaniel Wood. Hopefully I can cash this plus 300 by decision prop.
Nice. Boss man, what you think about it?
Yeah, this is kind of a tough one for me, man. I mean, I'm gonna obviously, probably lean Kenny here, but I think Kenny all around is probably the better fighter. I mean, we know he's tough as nails. I do worry about that turnaround. That's a quick turnaround for anybody, and you never know. But if he feels good enough to fight, and I'm pretty sure he knows Wood's no fucking slouch. I mean, Wood's a great underrated grappler, long in the division, lengthy, has good hands. It's scary, man, and Wood's jiu-jitsu is good too. So all around, it's a tough battle for Kenny. But Kenny just having the experience, being on the roll, tougher guy. Probably has more power, I'd say, out of the two. He's a world-class judo guy, and I don't think he's going to give up too many takedowns. I think I could see Wood getting maybe 1 or 2 takedowns, but I think Kenny can scramble right back up. Kenny probably has the better, all-around jiu-jitsu, I would say. But man, I don't know. It's close because Wood is the one thing I don't like about Wood. I'll be honest, is it looks like all his losses are by. His durability. He gets beaten up and he gets knocked out. His chin.
Yeah, he has 2 losses by KO and 2 losses by sub.
So that worries me. I mean, he did slip up to Dotson. Yeah, Dotson's a hell of a fighter, but he should have beat Dotson. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, when was the last time you saw Dotson get a knockout before that fight with Wood?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm on Kenny here at 170. I think it's a good price. I haven't seen Kenny that low in a couple fights, and Kenny's dominated, dude. Look at his fucking fights. He's got, his calf or his kicks just destroyed the last fight. They're on fire. I mean, he was kicking the guy to death. So I'm going Casey here at minus 170. I don't know if I'm gonna bet it yet because I have some other plays. But I don't think Kenny. Yeah, and I like that. What was that? I just saw it. Kenny by decision plus 125. Yeah, Mills MMA locker room. That's a good call right there because that
Yeah, I might take that one.
I'll have to look what my bookie has, but yeah, I lean here for definitely the win.
Nathaniel Wood though by decision plus 300. Man, come on.
Yeah, no, I was just sitting here checking out the handy dandy Brady chart, and I was sitting here plus looking. Yeah, Kenny down here. If we want to look at strikes, Nathaniel Wood. He lands 5.52 significant strikes per minute to Kenny's 4.25. So Kenny throws at a decent rate, but Nathaniel Wood is working a little bit more. He has a little bit better accuracy at 48% compared to Kenny's 42. But then another thing that I looked that kind of caught my eye a little bit, Casey Kenny's takedown defense is 53%. So, and Wood averages out of every fight at least 1.65 takedowns. So he's gonna maybe attempt a takedown. That's kind of, but I'm still going Kenny decision.
Yeah, and that's kind of those are deceptive numbers because, dude, like Casey Kenny, I mean, he's fighting guys like Ramirez and
all those came from Kenny.
He's been matched up with
Rob.
Yeah, and he's been matched up with wrestlers, so it's like.
Yeah, he fought Marab, right?
He's going to be fucking manhandled by Marab, and he was, in the big wrestling match where he got the win with Ramirez, was it? Yeah. Manny.
Yeah.
Bermudez. Yeah, that's right. I keep saying Ramirez. Manny Bermudez. So, yeah, dude. So I don't know, man. And look at the guys: Ray Borg, Manny Bermudez, Smolka. I mean, they all can wrestle a little bit. So I don't know. I like Kenny here.
Very nice. Shout out to the chat. We got 30 people in here. Y'all could be anywhere tonight on this Friday, but y'all are deciding to rock with us, and it means the world. Make sure, if you could, take that small time to hit that like button. That's how YouTube knows you enjoy what we got going here. And if you're not subscribed, I see a couple new names in the chat. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification.
Dude,
So,
I'm thinking about it though. I got to see the reach because I do get a little concerned, don't y'all, with Wood's reach if it is.
hey, don't worry, boss. We got the handy dandy chart right here. The
Yeah,
reach.
man.
We got Nathaniel Woods reaches at 69 and Kenny's at 68. So just
Okay, no big deal. No big deal. Perfect. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I just always think of Wood as kind of the longer, rangier striker, but he's really not.
because he throws a lot of jabs, a lot of crosses. He throws a lot of front teeps. He fights long.
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
But yeah, no, sweet. We're moving right along, fellas. Next fight on the card, we got Tuivasa versus the skyscraper, Stefan Struve. Boss man, draw me some odds, sir.
Tuivasa -125, Struve -105, over and under 1.5, over -130, under +100.
Nice. I'll go ahead and pop this one off. This is kind of a tough one for me. Two big boys. We got one that's 6'11", one's a little shorter. It looks like he is super out of shape, fat boy. But what my man does have, he has power in his hands. I'm not a Stefan Struve fan. If he fought to his capabilities, he would be a monster, unstoppable. If he fought behind his jab, if he used front kicks, teeps to keep people at his range that only he could touch them and they can't touch him, but he doesn't fight like that. Mark Hunt rearranged his life. Short fighters are kind of like his kryptonite to say. And the only way I'm worried is if it ends up on the ground. He does have way better jiu-jitsu, even though he's a 7-foot monster. And outside of the first round, I will be a little nervous that Tai Tuivasa will end up losing a decision. I don't think he's going to get caught by Stefan Struve, but I kind of see Tai Tuivasa kind of, in the pocket, Struve letting him too close, and Tai Tuivasa doing what he does and slinging bombs. And how it is when you have a tall fighter versus a shorter fighter, one of the kryptonite strikes that you can throw is an overhand, because if you're a shorter guy and you're throwing up, hitting the chin is a lot easier if you're slinging up. And you have somebody like Struve that didn't have the best striking defense, already has a suspect chin. I don't like Tai Tuivasa at all. I'm not running to the window to bet Tai Tuivasa, but I think he gets it done. Young Billy, what you think about it?
Yeah, man. This is one of the fights coming into the week with two heavyweights. You didn't really know how to really pick this one because, Stefan Struve knocked out Stipe Miocic, but that was 8 years ago, damn near. So
real quick, I'm going to run to the pisser real quick.
Yeah, you're good. And then Tai Tuivasa, man, he's done something that I really like, that he's changed his camp. He's with the AKA crew over there for this fight camp. And then on top of that, man, he knows that if he doesn't win this fight and he goes on a forced fight losing streak, he's just Bellator bound after this one. So this is the first time that I feel like we see him motivated coming into a fight in a very long time. It's kind of really hard to get motivated after you have 3 losses like that. And that's the one thing that you really want to see from a fighter, is really change camps. You're not the big top dog at your fucking shitty ass camp where you just get to beat down on everybody at a bunch of fucking scrubs and trash cans. He's actually went the AKA up to his level of fighting, and he's getting ready for this fight. Just look at the names that Tai Tuivasa has fought recently: Sergey Spivak, Ivanov, and JDR, and Andre Orlovsky. Like, those are, I feel like this is a step down in competition, and I'm probably going to end up betting Tai Tuivasa closer towards the fight time when the two fighters step inside the cage. I know the price tag isn't going to be as nice as it was earlier in the week at plus money, but if the night's rolling well and I have some leftover money, rollover money, as I like to call it, for this prelims main event, I would definitely bet Tai Tuivasa here. How do you feel about this one, Zoe?
Yeah, so I'm with you guys. I bet Tai Tuivasa on Tuesday after I got done with my tape study. Pretty simple. Mo covered a lot of it. Losing 4 out of his last 5 fights, Struve. I think Struve is older. He retired and then he came out of retirement. His only win in the last 5 fights is Lima, and it's almost my pick with Tuivasa is a total fade on Struve, and I think he's done, and I think that Ty is going to knock him out.
Very nice. Boss man, what you think about it?
Yeah, man, this fucking fight, like, Struve is he's one of those dudes I feel like I've been watching for 20 years. He's only 32. Isn't that crazy? I feel like he's like 40 or something. Like I feel like he's been around forever. But dude, Struve has always been kind of an underachiever. I'm like, man, with that kind of frame and everything, you know, I know they're typically a little bit slower being that tall and everything, but come on, they're 7-foot NBA players that are fast as shit. Like the guy could have really
just picked the wrong career choice, man. You should be in the over there playing basketball in European.
Fast enough, because I know you say like if you played behind his strength, use his jab, maybe only his jab, but like a leg kick, you can see that shit telegraphed out of fucking a mile away. Someone catch that shit because he's so goddamn slow. And then they just
and he doesn't throw anything behind it. He throws what they call like it naked. So
exactly.
One slow, long ass fucking kick
And then not to mention Struve, you know, he's already retired. His fucking head's not in the game. The dude's fucking chin is fucked. I mean, he gets knocked out, it seems like. I don't think he can take a punch. So and then Billy did bring up the good points as Taya fucking being motivated, you know, coming in a little bit better. He's the younger fighter. And I think he gets the knockout here, man. TKO knockout, something like that, probably in the first.
Nice. So we have a panel that agrees Taya Tuivasa is going to get the job done. We'll take a little pause in the calls. Just real quick, boss, I just got a quick question for you. Say I'm out there acting like I'm in high school again, playing with my kid, playing catch, right? You know, you look like you probably had a beast of an arm in school, right? So you're out there playing catch with your son. You know, you're kind of an old man now a little bit. Your arm gets a little sore. Where do you need to go to get something for that arm being a little sore? Because we're all getting old. I was throwing a football the other day at the memorial, and man, I'm still paying for that shit. Where do I need to go, boss?
I'm telling you, I was running around chasing my son, fucking trying to guard his ass. He's only in 7th grade, schooling me, and I'm feeling quite embarrassed up there. So the next stop after that was CBD, man. I had to get my CBD. So I went to my buddies over here off 1880 Nacogdoches Road. Good guys over there. David, he's the owner. Natural Heights. You can go see them. Give them a call at 210-592-1060. If you suffer from stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, insomnia, any of those things, or you're just fucking lonely and you want to go talk to some cool ass dudes, these guys are cool, bro. They got shit that will really catch you by the surprise. And they have shit for your dog too, or your cat, or whatever the fuck. I mean, your baby, they have stuff for everyone. So
that's right.
Y'all guys know about it. Go tell them Pub Sports sent you. They'll give you a discount. And it's all good from there, buddy. It'll make you feel better.
Wham, bam. It's all about feeling better. And also, if you want to get crazy and look like you got kicked in the arm by a horse and get a tricep like this, if you want a tricep like that, boss, where do they need to go to pick up those supplements?
Well, they can also pick up the supplements at bulksupplements.com. Look those guys up. Promo code Pub Sports. You get 20% off your order. They got anything from amino acids, protein, powder, you know, anything you need to get bulk, stay fit, be healthy, vitamins, you know, all that stuff. So I actually ordered my first big bulk order from those guys. I'm waiting for it to come in. I'll let y'all know how it is next week.
Damn, boys. Hey, am I already on them bulk supplements, boys? Hey, am I 27 or fucking 37, boys?
Bro,
I don't know.
I don't think there's no kind of supplements, dude.
Hey, I ain't on the fucking Mexican supplements.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Next up on the card, we got who we got? My veins made me fucking distracted. Ion Cuțelaba versus Magomed Ankalaev. Boss man, draw me some odds, sir.
Magomed comes in at minus 320 for the fucking third time in a row, it seems like. Jesus Christ, is this really going to happen? And then we got Cuțelaba plus 260, over and under 1.5, over minus 120, under minus 110.
Nice. Boss, you want to pop this one off?
Yeah, I'll pop it off, man. I can't stand Cuțelaba, man. I hope he gets fucking knocked out in the second round and gets cut, because this guy sucks, dude. He's so overrated. I don't like him at all. I don't even think at plus 260 I would take him. Ankalaev is so much better. I think he's got the all-around game, the wrestling, the striking. I mean, we saw what happened the first fight. He clipped Cuțelaba good. Cuțelaba is fucking IQ is very poor, and you know, and that's the other thing is Ankalaev gets on top, dude. I mean, Cuțelaba is just gonna fucking give up like he did against Glover. So
he gasses.
Yeah, I mean, he got you, and that's the thing. If you don't get his knockout in the first round, like this shit's over, and that's why I think Magomed's gonna knock him out in the second round. I think he's gonna get him out TKO.
Yeah, and I think Billy is our on the panel expert on where people are from. Am I correct in when I say Ankalaev is Russian? Correct, or is he?
He's Dagestanian Russian.
Okay, boom. Well, hey, them motherfuckers don't play, and they don't care if you're mad or not. They're gonna have the same stone-faced killer, and he's gonna let him come in, do his wild stuff. Ankalaev's gonna slip. He might get caught. Anybody can get caught.
And he's been over here in the States training, man, and the word on the street is he's fucking looking really good.
Yeah.
And he's focused.
You could tell. Like, he just doesn't throw single kicks. He throws combos, ends them with kicks. Yeah, he's he can grapple, but he's an excellent striker, and I think that he's probably going to end up catching Cuțelaba once he gets a little tired, maybe into the first, maybe going into the second. One way or another, I might maybe look into betting Ankalaev, maybe inside the distance, might see how that looks later on or whatever. But
it's such a weird fight because, again, it's fucking combat sports. Cuțelaba could fucking clip him in the first and it's over, you know? Like, and then they fight again, you know? That's probably what's going to fucking with my luck. But, you know, I don't know. There's no fucking way, dude. I think Cuțelaba is so overrated, and I can't stand the dude, to be honest with you. I don't like his bit, his fucking Hulk Hogan bullshit and all that. I think
there you go. Yo, Zozo, he said Hulk Hogan. I think you were probably thriving.
Oh, I mean the Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk. What the fuck? I didn't mean that.
Yeah,
it's okay.
The Hulk.
Yeah, but Hulk Hogan is just so much better. I bet you were thriving back in the day of Hulkamania. So how about you take it next, brother? What you think about this fight?
All right, so this is approaching like Ferguson Khabib here for 3 canceled bouts, and they're finally gonna fight. Maybe. I did hear earlier in the week that one of the cornermen for Cuțelaba had tested positive. But
somebody told me that the fight was off, but I didn't see it. I had to look it up and stuff, and I think it's still on.
I think it's still on.
It is.
So now Ankalaev, the funny thing about this too is the 3 previous fights, the opening lines in Vegas have changed in every fight. But for me, what has changed about the fighters? They're the same fighters. So how does it open at like 320 one time, like 350 one time? This time it opened at 270. I can't remember what it did the other time. But I'm sitting here looking at like, why is these odds changing? It seems like to me it'd be the same. But I have Ankalaev. I actually forgot to say I have Yoel Alvarez in a parlay with Ankalaev, and there's a third leg to it that I will discuss later what the third leg is to it. But I have Ankalaev all day.
I like that. And I said in the beginning, I don't have any bets locked in stone right now. When we wake up, fight start at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. So I will be putting some live bets there in, maybe put some in when we get off here. So that's why I haven't announced anything I have going. I know this isn't a card that a lot of people are having a whole bunch of bets on. So, Billy, you got something riding on this? What you think about it?
Yeah, man. I think this is one of the fights that if you're playing DraftKings or FanDuel this weekend for DFS, you need to have 100% ownership towards this one. One way or another, I feel like Ankalaev is a really good GPP play. And then Cuțelaba, I can't even say his name, but Cuțelaba is a really good GPP play in himself at bare minimum price, basically.
7,300, correct?
Yeah, 7,300. But overall, man, I think you have to favor Ankalaev here. This is a pretty good price tag. I know it's a little bit juiced, but like Zoe said, I feel like this should just be lined a little bit more than what it is. I feel like Ankalaev should be the biggest favorite on this card. So I have him in a 2-leg parlay with somebody else later on this main card.
Nice, boys. Just looking at the stats right here, one of the things I do like that I see, and I'm with Boss in a sense too, like numbers don't tell everything, but you can dive in some things like Ankalaev right here. Significant stripes absorbed is 1.24. He gives out 3.46. So that means he's dishing out double than what he's getting. So his defense is a lot better than somebody like Cuțelaba that he gets hit twice as many times as Ankalaev does, even though he puts out some volume. Cuțelaba at 5.29, but a lot of those are just winging shots like prayers. You know what I'm saying? So I do like to see that Ankalaev doesn't really get hit that often. That's 1.24 every minute, you know. So that's not. I mean, he has some pretty decent striking defense. So, but
yeah,
there we go.
That chart doesn't show his fucking brain cells either. He's not very.
Yeah.
That's why they call him the Hulk.
Because he tried to do that shit too in the Glover fight, I remember, and then Glover's like, "Bitch, fuck, I ain't falling for that." The playing possum, you know, where he's fucking like he did in the last fight, where he's kind of wobbly and the ref shook it too early, you know.
I can just see Cuțelaba going smash.
Yeah, smash.
Everyone knew that too. Everyone knew that when it happened that he was faking that shit. Everyone but the ref. I mean,
yeah. Speaking of refs, man, somebody that I've been in contact with a little bit that I'm going to try to get on the show. Like everybody knows how that rolls, but I think it will be a double whammy for us if we can. Is Chris Lieben, guys? Like if I can get Chris Lieben on, because not only is he a pioneer, badass motherfucker fighter, but also he's a ref in the game now. You know what I mean? So yeah. Like he has some, you know, like there's some Google shots of him out there reffing some MMA bouts. So we've had some conversations back and forth, but he might be able to give us a little insight on, because I think shit stopped early all the time. You know what I mean? Or, you know, bad shit like that. So y'all anticipate out there. That's why you got to be locked and loaded. Hit that subscribe button. You heard me right. I said Chris the Cripper Lieben in this bitch. So you never know. There's conversations out there being had. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. And tune in every single Friday. And real quick, before we get on the next one, I saw him mention it. We got Millie Mills in the building, and he will be dropping his. He had so many different names for that son of a bitch. I done kind of forgot the name of this one.
Bet your beers.
Bet your beers. That's right. He has bet you everything, because my man's in that betting life. Mills with the bet your beers. It will be dropping tonight. That you know the board, the infamous board. It comes out tonight. So be sure to check that out. Show that some love. Also, he has a show on Wednesday that he has a nice little co-host that could be coming on by the name of the MMA Prediction Guru. That's right. You can check him on Wednesdays on Pub. There's a good chance Mills is going to try to get him to be a little co-host. I think Guru's talked about it. He wants to be part of the Pub Nation as well. And then last week he had Jordan Griffin on. This week he's going to have.
It's going to be a surprise, Mo.
Exactly. You gotta keep them guessing. Hey,
Slaughter,
like
Slaughter, wait to stop him.
No. I was gonna stop myself. That's what I'm saying. You gotta make sure you're tuned in, subscribed, because you never know what it's gonna get. So that's right. So that's Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central Time. So let's get on to this next fight, boys. Next up,
Ali real quick in the chat. What's up, Ali? Always.
Who's that?
Ali.
Yeah, Ali, I heard is a soldier for a while, so shout out to Ali for sure. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 28 people. You'll be rocking anywhere on this Friday night, Corona, but you're deciding to rock with us. So I will like date. Skywalker has a nice little reach too. He has a DFS channel on YouTube. Y'all check that out, Skywalker DFS. He said he's going to tweet that out for us, so that's a huge help. Appreciate the love, Skywalker.
Oh, yeah.
You're the man.
Next
up, we got another one of these names on Shakirova versus Lauren Murphy. Boss man, you drop me some odds on this one, sir?
Yeah, and like we do, we bet on mybookie.ag. Go plug in that promo code PUP Sports. We get all our lines and odds for Flip That Cash segment every Saturday off that. And we're going with Murphy at minus 210, Shakirova plus 170, over and under 2.5, over minus 420. I love that number. Under 2.5, plus 320.
There you go.
Every time I see 420, I feel like I have to bet it. I don't know why, man.
There you go. Speaking of that,
Even in Vegas, I was rounding my shit because I was doing like 220. So 220, 210. I would collect back 420. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all weird, dude.
There you go, man. Hey, so Young Zoe.
Yeah.
Bet you haven't been called that in a while, Young Zoe, have you?
I have.
Go ahead.
Yo, Mo.
Go ahead and pop this one off, sir.
Yeah, so, they always say, well, I've heard this saying before, that you always take the better looking fighter. Or, sorry, take the ugly fighter.
Yep,
always
yep.
bet the ugly fighter. But
Yeah,
what do you do when you got two ugly ones in there?
Yeah, we're kind of in a fucking predicament right here, boys.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. Usually there will be a better looking one, but we got two ugly ones in there this time.
You're talking about someone's husband there, Mo.
Oh, that's Zoe.
I mean,
Don't be putting that on me. Don't be putting that shit on me, Ricky.
Yeah, I hope they're not somebody's husband, but it could be somebody's wife. That's true.
We put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
So, Lauren Murphy has a couple impressive victories, if you ask me, leading in this fight with KGB Lee and Roxanne Modafferi. I think that she's leveling up and she's showing out really well here on a 3-fight win streak. I like her. I actually bet her at a half a unit inside the distance at plus 400. That is going to be my play on this Lauren Murphy fight.
Nice. Young Billy, you look like you dying to talk about this one while you over there in your maroon cardigan looking so smooth.
This is like one of my least favorite fights on the whole entire card. I don't get how this is on the main card, but what do I know that other people don't know? Because money is pouring in on this girl. She's called the female Khabib. So who knows what the fuck we're about to really expect from her, man. She's been fighting a lot of trash cans. She came in at plus 250 and it's already bet up to a plus 185. The way I'm going to lean for this fight is I don't really know how I want to really line this one up at, but this under 2.5 at plus 300 is just staring me right in the face, just jumping off the page saying, if you don't bet me, you don't bet me, you're going to miss out on plus 300. And I think that's the way I'm going to lean for this one, under 2.5 plus 300.
Nice. Boss man, you got to lean on this one?
Man, I got to lean, but I ain't going to bet shit on this women's MMA fight. But minus 210 for Murphy. I mean, I think just the experience, she's tough as hell. We've seen what she's done to some really good, women's MMA fighting. I mean, she don't really have anyone left to beat after this, I think, right? I mean, is it Shevchenko after
this? She's getting up there.
Of course she ain't going to get, Shevchenko will fucking destroy her, but Murphy's tough, man, and she's gotten better. We saw her stuffing those takedowns. We've seen her knocking out who was it? Lee last. She was beating up Lee really well. So, I mean, I can't pass up Murphy, dude. I feel like she's progressively gotten better and she's on a little streak. And I got to lean her way, man. I got to lean her way with the experience. And I don't know much about the other girl at all. I know she's tough. And I know she's kind of got that wrestling style, but I don't think she's tough enough to knock out Murphy. So I'm going Murphy here all the way. I think she's just all around, and Murphy in the clinch is brutal, man. We've seen her. She's very strong in the clinch. She's actually
nice elbows.
Yeah, very underrated strong. Like she's strong in the clinch, and she throws those elbows and those knees.
She's Jack City.
She reminds me of the fighter like I picked Oliveira, Cowboy Oliveira. Like I like that kind of fighting where you're active, you're making it dirty, and you're strong in that clinch. So, dude, Murphy all the way here for me.
Yeah, see, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier about that earlier girl fight. And boys, this is the fight right here that I was thinking about dropping a little cheddar on a little Lauren Murphy, on a little bit of Boston Nick. He popped in right when we were talking about his boo thing baby, Lauren Murphy. He says he likes that scar tissue, baby. But just what Slaughter said, hey guys, and I love me and Slaughter. We're agreeing a lot tonight. Believe me, there will be times in the future when we will disagree and when we will go at it. But tonight it seems like we are on the same page. I think Lauren Murphy is underratedly pretty good, and this is coming from somebody that has faded her any chance that I have got, and it's just she's kind of undeniable now in the sense of in women's MMA. She has halfway decent fight IQ. She knows where she's good at. She walks forward. She's tough. She's really good in the clinch. She's really strong. She shows she has good takedown defense. And those elbows out of the clinch, she throws knees out of the clinch. I just think she's overall levels probably better than this Chica coming in. And, I like Zoe's bet of, you said inside the distance plus 400. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think that might be, if I place a bet, I think it might be that, or do you know what it is by decision?
I'll tell you right now.
All right.
I didn't bet it, so I didn't have that one, but just take me 1 second to get it up.
And as you do that, we got 40 people in here, baby. That's right. Give you motherfuckers a round of applause. Y'all sharing. Y'all are doing your thing. Smash those likes. We appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, and they currently don't have any props right now for this particular fight on mybookie.ag. They'll have them tomorrow.
Yeah, Lauren Murphy by decision is minus 135.
Okay.
Damn, that ain't bad.
Yeah. With the women's MMA, I kind of see if this chick is halfway, and that sounded so sexist. I'm sorry if there's any women watching. But if this chick is, and then I say it again, if this chick is halfway tough and she can deal with it, then I could see it being a 30-27 win for Lauren Murphy. The pick is Lauren Murphy. Haven't decided how I'm going to bet it. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time, we will be live, and we will be live betting this bad boy from start to finish. So mark my word, as the fight starts, I will have some kind of bet on.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely the one that you have to live bet, because you're going to get better odds on either one of them. I feel like closer to fight time.
Yeah, true that. So I kind of went on a little rampage on that one. Did I miss anybody on that one? Does anybody need to go? All right. Yeah, no, have a nice little crowd tonight. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Next up on the card, we got Jacob Malkoun versus Phil Hawes. Can you please drop some odds on this one, boss man?
Yes, sir. Phil Hawes comes in at minus 250. Jacob Malkoun plus 195. Over and under 1.5 minus 130. Under 1.5 even money.
Nice. VP Zoe, can you drop us some knowledge on this one, sir?
Yeah, so Hawes comes to us from the Contender Series. If you remember watching him fight there about 6 or 7 weeks ago, he won on a ground and pound. I like Hawes in this fight. That's the third leg of my parlay is Hawes, Alvarez, and Ankalaev. I really think that Hawes has got the power here to probably get a knockout, but I like just putting him straight in my parlay, so that's what I went with. I was impressed with his Contender Series last fight.
Nice. Young Billy, what you think about it?
Yeah, man. Like Zoe said right there, I was kind of impressed by his last Contender Series fight. He came in at a pretty hefty price tag, and he paid off the price tag. And I think he does the same exact thing here. I know Jacob Malkoun. Man, I was watching a little bit of film on him, and it's just nothing in his film is just like, oh man,
nothing pops out.
This guy, I got to bet on this guy or the under.
Yep.
Nothing really pops out with him. I guess he's the training partner of Robert Whittaker, and that's the reason why he's on this card here. But I think Philip Hawes is my most confident pick of this card. I have him in a 2-leg parlay with Ankalaev, the one that we talked about earlier, at minus 125. And I have him in a 3-leg parlay with the other two guys I like from the prelims, Alvarez and De Jong at plus 185. That parlay is Yoel Alvarez, Jung, Phil Hawes at plus 185. And then the other one is Philip Hawes and Ankalaev at minus 125. Those are, I feel like Phil Hawes gets this one done. Hopefully he doesn't shit my apple pie here.
Very nice. Apple pies have been known to be shit in. But before we get to LFAs, I want to give a special shout out to DFS by the numbers. That's right. He went and did his stream. Now he's still in our stream showing love. He's going to be rocking pub next week. Huge shout out. We got about an additional 30 subs from his shout out earlier. Shout out to DFS by the numbers. Also, his chart that we're dropping some knowledge on these fact bombs over here. That is made by the big brain of Brady. So y'all guys I'm sure you know him. If you don't, go check him out on YouTube, DFS by the numbers. He is officially on the pub squad. So glad to finally have you part of the team, Brady.
Yes, sir. Welcome aboard, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
hey,
Welcome, Brady.
you're gonna like him, boss. He's about 6'7". You know what I'm saying? Beast mode. You know what I'm saying? He just brings the heat. So, boss man, what you think about this fight?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, the only way I could lean is Hawes because I don't know anything about Jacob, but man, I'm not gonna bet this fight, dude. I mean, I don't like Hawes enough to put 250 on him, and I don't even know enough about Hawes to be straight up honest with you. I mean, I just know what I saw in the Contender Series, and yeah, it was a good fight, but it wasn't anything very impressive to me. So it's not 250 worthy, I don't think, but Jacob's coming in off short notice, isn't he? So that's never good. And yeah, I mean, you got to lean Hawes, right?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was impressed by the Contender Series as well. Nothing popped on me for Jacob either. He looked like just a regular fighter, doesn't cut off the cage well, throws a double jab cross. I seen him on his back. When he's on his back, he's in his guard. He is shrimping out to his left, right. He's trying to get up, but he's not attacking off his back. I mean, he doesn't look anything at all special. This is one of them. You know, we need somebody. We need a body. This is a warm body. Let's bring him in. We got this other contender prospect looking pretty decent. Let's build him up. Wham, bam, boom. So I'm not running to the window to bet this one, but my pick is Hawes as well. So before we slide into the next one, also want to give a special shout out. Told Boss about this earlier. It's pretty cool. Your boy on Twitter's got a homie by the name of Mickey. You can find him at Mickey Sports VIP. He has about 30,000 followers, a lot of Hispanic following that loves to bet live. If any of y'all are watching, I know he shouted out the stream link earlier, you know, that he doesn't have to do that. He has a nice following. So if any of y'all are watching, welcome, mi amigos. And special shout out to Mickey for taking the time. You didn't have to do that. It's much appreciated, brother.
Hey, bro, being down here in San Antonio, that's just a second language for us. Like, you don't even need to be from Mexico City or nothing to be talking about.
Hey, there you go, brother. So, hey, welcome home. If you're part of the stream, tell you, hey, because these bet big boys like Slaughter does. Like, they don't nickel and dime this. They bet big money. So if you want to follow them on Twitter, it's at Mickey Sports VIP. Let them know Pub Sports sent you. So next up, we got
betting big money only has this advantage when you win, man.
hey, there you go, brother. It takes a big cojones to do it, though.
It's not like I'm betting 50K or nothing, you know. It's not, you know, I'm like just fucking.
Yeah, no, the majority of the world, though, they bet like $10. So.
Like this shit, I won't even bet, you know, like that fucking Hawes fight. Why even bet the shit?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's just a fucking coin flip. But next up, we got Walt Harris versus Alexander Volkov. This is a big matchup. Boss man, you got some odds on this one?
Yeah, Volkov minus 180. Walt Harris comes in at plus 150. Over and under 2.5. Over plus 100. Under 2.5. Minus 130.
Nice. Big Zoe, you want to pop this one off?
Yeah, this is my favorite bet on the card. I really like Alexander Volkov here. I put a 1.5 on it. I'm just not. I mean, if you look at Walt Harris over his last 3 fights, he lost. His only win's Greg Hardy, and to me, that's not an impressive win. Yes, he did fight Derek Lewis and Curtis Blades, so he's fighting the top of the division. I just like Volkov's reach advantage, height advantage here. I just think Volkov is overall the better fighter. So, I'm sorry. Volkov was the one that lost to Blades and Lewis and beat Hardy. But the fact is that Volkov, if you're fighting Derek Lewis and Curtis Blades, that's a different level than fighting Walt Harris. Walt Harris, I've actually nailed him in his last few fights. I've won his last 3 fights that he's been in. I bet Overeem to beat him, and then I bet Walt Harris to beat Spivak and Olenek. So I've been hitting the Walt Harris fights pretty good. 3-0 in his last 3 fights. This fight, though, I like Kovalev 1.5.
Nice. What you think about it, Billy?
Yeah, man. This is one of the weigh-ins that really was pretty shocking to me. Alexander Volkov weighed in at the heavyweight limit at 265, and that's the heaviest that we've seen him in the scales in a while. And then Walt Harris weighed in at 254, and that's the lightest that we've seen him in the scales in a while. In the early and beginning of the week, Volkov was definitely was my lean, but I just wanted to see the weigh-ins with heavyweights. That's a big one that I want to see the weigh-ins for, and the weigh-ins really made things worse for me for this one. Gave me more of a murkier situation because I don't really know how I feel about this one. I feel like Volkov at 265, I don't know if I want to bet my money on him because I'm looking at his fantasy points per minute right now, and his fantasy points per minute make you want to bet on him. He's averaging 2.93 fantasy points per minute, and Walt Harris is only averaging 1.59 fantasy points per minute. But at the end of the day, with those two weigh-ins today, early in the morning, it's a pass for me on this one. Hopefully I get a better read closer to the fight time. But Walt Harris, man, on the embedded series, I don't know if you guys watched that. He's shockingly, man, I know he doesn't have the gas tank, but he actually looks like he's somewhat fit and ready for this one to go some distance, man. I don't know if this fight goes the distance, but I would definitely lean towards the over or just passing in general.
Nice. I like that breakdown, Billy. I like that, sir. Boss man, you got to lean either way on this one?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really have a lean either way. I don't have a bet in this. I think if I would bet, man, Volkov looked good for against fucking. He actually, I thought, looked pretty impressive a couple rounds versus Curtis Blades. I mean, yeah, he was getting his ass kicked pretty much, but he had a good round, I think, where he was kind of impressive with the stand-up game. But like Zoe said, his length is a problem, I think, with Walt Harris. Walt Harris, to me, is, I think, with his boxing background, I feel like he's kind of the better stand-up. I mean, he's got the advantage here minus the reach as far as the stand-up, the power. I mean, he's a southpaw, right? So he's pretty tricky to sit there and fight. I know he trains with some boxers and things like that, and like Billy said, he came in looking fucking the best he's ever looked, the lightest he's looked. And Volkov weighed in at max at 65. So he was up, like, I think I read, like 16 pounds or something.
Yeah, he's normally in the 40s, isn't he? He's
yeah,
like
maybe someone in the chat can tell me specifically because I didn't pay too much attention to that. But yeah, that's kind of concerning, I guess. But man, I don't know. I know Volkov's probably I know he's probably the better, with the length. He's got, probably, I don't know, man. After what I saw with Walt Harris coming out so heavy last fight and the way he kind of just gave up, I think he comes out a little bit more crisp. He's leaner, motivated. He's going to be patient. So my bet on this actually would be the over 2.5. I know that sounds crazy when you're dealing with guys with power like this, but
I feel the same exact way.
Yeah, I don't think Walt Harris sits there and attacks like he did last time because we saw what happened. He got gassed out, and if he gasses out against Volkov, he's going to pick him apart all fucking day. So I don't know, man. Without maybe leaning, I'd say Volkov wins, but I like the over 2.5 as a betting play.
Nice. As far as me, guys, I think the difference between a Volkov and a Struve, you got two tall guys, you got two long, lanky guys. Volkov works behind his jab. He actually uses his tools that God gave him. He uses front kicks, kicks people in the face, uses knees. He's decent in the clinch. He has a decent ground game for a big guy. The only thing I'm worried about with Walt Harris is exactly what happened in Overeem. Like what happened with if he could rush in and he clips Volkov, he could hurt Volkov. And I don't think Volkov can recover like Overeem recovered, but I don't think that Volkov is going to allow him to get that one clean shot. I think he's going to use his angles, use his footwork, keep him at distance where he can hit him and not get clipped as often. I could see I think that over looks good because I think Volkov can drag it into the later rounds. Walt's going to get tired. Volkov just wants to win. And I can see it going to the scorecards being maybe 29-28 Volkov, but probably more than likely 30-27 Volkov because he just picks them apart. But Walt is live. If somebody takes Walt, I'm not mad at you, or I'm not going to, make fun of you because you take Walt, because he has a good chance. He has, just like Boss said, he has the striking advantage as far as fast twitch muscle, combos. The explosiveness is really hard to deal with while he's rushing you in. As he's rushing, you got to be really good at countering as you're going backwards because he's rushing in, he's athletic, and he's looking to take your lights out. I just think Volkov can withstand that and pick up a decision. So,
yeah, I mean, he withstood Curtis Blades, and Curtis Blades is a beast. We all know that. So, I mean,
exactly. So, I mean,
Volkov, I mean, he is kind of like you said. I mean, he's kind of a point fighter, so I don't really worry about the knockout or anything like Overeem did, or him going after too many takedowns or anything like that. So, I think it could be more of a stand-up fight. Walt Harris, I think he does play a little bit safer. He doesn't rush out there and gas out like he did last time. And dude, he does have a boxing background, so I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on that boxing because if he gets inside, he's gonna have some quicker hands.
Yeah, he has a lot tighter hooks. A lot of his combos are a lot better.
But I mean, just getting inside against Volkov is gonna be a fucking issue. So
it is, and Volkov's a beast. So Big Zoe, before we go into we got Chapino picks. He wants to pick Zoe's brain real quick. Why don't you take a little 30 seconds and let him know? He wants to know, did you bet on Jacksonville State tonight, Zoe?
I did not. I saw they won 19-10. I had a bet on Tulsa -10, and I took Dodgers first 5 innings. I cashed on the Dodgers bet already, and the Tulsa game just went final. So I cashed on both of those. I laid off that game, and I also laid off the Wisconsin-Illinois game. But no Jacksonville State tonight.
Okay, nice. There you go, Chapino. That's what we do. Hey, we still got DFS in the numbers in the chat. Appreciate the love, brother. We'll take also this time, hey, Mr. Boss Man, if they need to book to bet on, where do they need to go?
Y'all guys go to mybookie.ag, put in promo code PUBSports. They'll match you 50% on cash deposits and 100% on Bitcoin deposits. So they got good lines, good prop bets, good prop blinds. Preston and I have gotten lucky, and we've gotten some good ones, man. We had that plus 300 when y'all had plus 175, I think.
Yeah.
Man, who was that? I don't know.
Nice lines.
It was on one of our streams, but yeah, they got some good lines in there. They're in range with everyone else, so it's not bad.
Yeah, slide over there, show some love. And what code do they need to use, boss?
Use the promo code PUBSports. Also, guys, man, if y'all guys are just kind of looking to get fit or just looking to hang in there, we got a new sponsor, actually, Built Bars. www.builtbars.com. Go check out. They got like 24 flavors, man. They're all fucking good. I got some coming again. I've had them from the grocery store. They actually are kind of a local thing I picked up, but 20% off your first order. You plug in that promo code PUBSports. They're just protein bars, man, and they're low sugar, real good flavors. I mean, go check them out.
That's right. And as we're doing this, we might as well throw this one out there too. Wolf Spread. That's right. Go to your iOS, Google Play Store. You want to interact with us? That's kind of how we separate from everybody. You want to go to sleep, go to another channel that bore you to fucking death. Us, we like to interact with you. We like to, your family. Wolf Spread. Sign up, and we can all play together. We get a fantasy bankroll. We get that bad boy. It restarts at Monday. Bet whatever sports you want. Bet whatever dollar amount you want. Whoever profits the most on top. We might have to come up with you get to wear like a pinky ring or something to show you're the champion. I don't know, but we might have to do something like that.
Yeah, some of our future contests will be $100 cash prizes, $150. We'll have some bigger ones, up to $250. So we've already talked about it. We're gonna get rolling with those guys. So
there you go, boys. So it ain't no big, it ain't no bullshit. We got 43 people. I know all y'all got an Android or an iPhone. Free app, Wolf Spreads. Go download it now. Sign up. Join the team. So,
yeah, it's our contest. We create it. So every week it's NFL. It's fun. We're gonna do it till the end of the year, and then once that happens, we'll start with another sport. That's how we roll. So.
That's right. That's PSR.
Degenerate gamblers. That's what we do here at Pub Sports Radio. But we win, motherfuckers.
That's right. We get up to get down. Speaking of getting up to getting down, we got a hell of a co-main event, boys. We got Jared Cannonier coming in at championship weight 185 versus the former middleweight champion of the world, Robert Whittaker. Boss man, drop me some odds on this, sir.
Jared Cannonier, Robert Whittaker. It's all tied up. Pick them right now. Over and under 2.5. Over -115. Under -115. To pick them all around. You pick it, and you might win. But man, this is a tough fight. So I'll be honest with y'all. I was all in on Jared Cannonier at first, but man, I feel like I'm overlooking Whittaker after I've kind of looked at his resume a little bit more. And
don't overthink it, boss.
I haven't fucking decided too much, dude, because there's a couple things that do make me nervous about Cannonier. One is takedown defense is pretty shitty. But Whittaker does never use that, right? So do we really worry about that?
Yeah, because if he was going to use it, he probably would have tried to do it at least a couple times against Izzy.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Hermanson couldn't do it, Slaughter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, I mean, but he got kind of clipped with the fucking
He did.
coming in. So, but Cannonier's kicks are pretty brutal. That's kind of an underrated thing, his kicks. So, I'm curious to see how he comes out with his kicks. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about fucking live betting this or something because
Yeah,
I have a fucking scary feeling that everyone always seems to overlook Whittaker, but I don't know, man. Y'all try to convince me otherwise because I know pretty much the story for Cannonier, his power, his hands, and his fucking kicks. So what else does he have? I mean, he has a tough son of a bitch coming down the weight class. You know, he's not really scared of anything. He's tough. So there are some bonuses there. Whittaker, we know, shaky, glass chin, kind of not really, but you know, he'd have been wobbled quite a bit in several fights. But he does have the, you know, the judo, the black belt, the fucking wrestling, and the power. And you know, he showed a pretty intelligent kind of chess game his last fight with Till, as far as the whole faint till you fucking die type fight. I mean, that was but yeah, go ahead. Someone convince me, man. I'm torn. I know Preston over here, he's all in on Cannonier. He loves Cannonier. And I was too. We were gonna put all 2350 from the Flip That Cash segment.
Woo!
3,500 to win the same amount, I guess, at a pick 'em. So yeah, we're kind of, I mean, it's -115, so it wouldn't be quite even, but
That's right.
you know what I mean, dude. So don't convince me otherwise, because now I'm a little shook here, I'll be honest.
So being a little shook, boss, we got almost 50 people in here too. So as you sit back, prop your feet up, and I just have a strong inclination that young Billy's about to drop some fact bombs on us right now. So Billy, what you think about this fight and why?
Yeah, man, you kind of want to go with the former champ here with Whittaker, but honestly, him in that Darren Till fight, it was almost close to a max bet for me for Whittaker, and he had me on fucking skates that night, man. He got dropped by Darren Till in the first round in that fight, and that is just an indictment of his chin, his glass chin of recent. And I feel like Jared Cannonier can definitely catch him here. I'm just gonna let the Whittaker cult following of his fans keep on betting him because I see the lines keep on moving here. Cannonier opened up at +100, and it's been flip-flopping all week. And I think right before fight time, people are going to see Whittaker right before the main event here and start betting Whittaker. And I think I'm going to bet Jared Cannonier or bet the under 2.5 at the same exact price tag because I think somebody's getting caught in this one. I think Robert Whittaker, he's a really good fighter. You know, former UFC champ, but he's been fighting with too much fucking pride of recent instead of fighting with his brain. And that pride shit, man, gets you knocked the fuck out by a guy that's throwing bombs like Jared Cannonier, who's coming down from the heavyweight division to fight in the middleweight division. And he's told Izzy that he wants to have a Naruto and Sasuke fight. And that's the fight that I want to see. So I'm going to pick Jared Cannonier here. And I will go to the betting window and I'll bet that one after we get off.
Nice. I like that. I'm going to follow you up in a second, Zoe, but you look like you're about to hit some shrugs and you about to drop some knowledge on me right now. So what you think about this one, bro?
All right. Billy said a lot there. I agree with Billy. I have Cannonier. I had Whittaker in that Till fight, and that fight was closer than I thought it should have been. And I'm not a big Darren Till fan. So I Cannonier here. I believe if Cannonier wins here, he will have the title shot against Izzy next.
Yep.
And that's a high motivation for Cannonier here for one more win, and he gets his title shot. So I just think that Whittaker is getting older. He's been through a lot of wars. Yes, his resume is better right now. And yes, he's only 29 and Cannonier's in his mid-30s. But Cannonier hasn't been in the fights and the wars that Whittaker has so far in his career. So I like Cannonier's power here. I think he gets this done inside the distance. I bet it today at minus 115. I'm glad I waited because when I was looking on Tuesday, it was like minus 125 or 130-ish. So I'm getting a better deal betting it today. I like Cannonier in this fight. I think he's going to knock him out at some point. Whittaker's just been through too many wars at this point.
You know, it was one thing pretty interesting about Jared Cannonier coming into this fight. I was watching the embedded series that kind of drops a couple nuggets. Jared Cannonier said that he didn't have to cut any weight for this fight. So that means that he came in at the weight that he was fighting at when he flew over to Abu Dhabi. And that's a really good sign from a fighter that doesn't have to really cut a lot of weight, that had his shit kind of together. So like Zoe said, he might be more motivated than ever to get this fight with Israel Adesanya.
I mean, Whittaker looked good though too. He didn't have to cut much weight either. Like he was.
Whittaker looked good in the weigh-ins. I'll give him that. Sure, Slaughter.
I mean, he definitely has a good spirit about everything, and maybe he's on the path to redemption. But I just feel like his fucking resume and his all-around game is just better.
His resume is better, but if you look at some of the fights he's been in, how many guys can say they've been through 2 fights with Yoel Romero that both went to decisions? He fought 6 rounds with one of the best fighters in that weight class with serious power, and he won them both in decision, one by unanimous, one by split. That guy, he's been in with Souza. I mean, he has a great resume, but man, he has gotten beaten up over these last about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, to me personally, how I see this go, and what sways me in the way that I'm going is I've been a Bobby Knuckles fan. 1, sweet fucking nickname. 2, dude just seems like a super good guy. He is a good fighter. He has good wrestling. He just doesn't go to it. If he would have tried to go a little bit to his wrestling against Izzy, I could go in here and think, okay, he could use some wrestling chops, and then, he can mix it up. This is why I see Jared Cannonier winning, is because when you see Robert Whittaker strike, there's a couple different types of strikers. Robert Whittaker is the striker that he blitzes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of blitz, 1, 2, 3, 4, coming in, and a lot of those shots, can they knock you out? Yeah, they can knock you out. Can he clip you with the hook and clip you dead on your chin? And yeah, he can hit that button. But and another thing, like one of his kicks that he throws, he likes to throw a little combo, and on the same side he throws his cross, he brings the TJ Dillashaw ducking, roundhouse. But what he doesn't do, he doesn't bring his hip over. He doesn't turn his hip over with that kick. That's why he's allowed, like when you watch him and he kicks the motherfucker in the head, it's real quick. It's easy for him to bring that leg back down and plant and strike again. It's because that kick doesn't come with a lot of power. So then I go look at Cannonier, and Cannonier has solid striking defense, a really good chin, just not one of those shots is going to knock him out. And Cannonier said, just like somebody, Oki right here, Cannonier seems like a different fighter at this weight class. I'm kind of with Oki. He looks super strong, dedicated, real martial artist. And I think he's just going to pressure Robert Whittaker, make him walk backwards, and initially he's going to end up clipping Whittaker and finishing him. So if I was going to bet, I'd probably just bet the money line, just take that straight even money on it. But maybe inside the distance on a Cannonier, but you're kind of getting risky then because you got even money there, so you might as well just take the even money on whichever side you see. So me personally, I'm going Jared Cannonier myself.
Yeah, I mean, I get worried a little bit because, Whittaker is, I think, superior in the wrestling department, and that scares me a little bit.
Me too. He can wrestle. It's just like, when you cocksucker, why don't you wrestle?
The question is, will he wrestle?
Yeah, And and also you don't want. I mean, like, dude, how can you back someone that puts their fucking hand down, dude? Whittaker's always bothered me. I bet Till against Whittaker. I thought Till could have fucking won that fight if he just threw a little bit more volume. Because, dude, I mean, you fight with your hands down, you're gonna get fucking hit. Do you want to get hit by Cannonier? I don't think so.
Yeah, one of the kicks that Whittaker does is that kick that he got his knee hyperextended, but he did it to Till that last fight. That nice little stomping oblique kick that John Jones does, and it will hyperextend the knee. So we need to watch for that too. He could like blow out a knee on Cannonier, and then Cannonier screwed, and he wins a decision that way. So it is a risky fight to bet, man, because a lot like these guys are even.
He's a gold medalist in Australia wrestling. I mean, he's fucking brown belt Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I mean, he's got all kinds of credentials that just Cannonier is just like you're kind of relying on the fucking power really in those kicks. Those kicks are underrated, and I think if he can get off on those kicks right away, it's going to back Robert up. So, yeah, I'm going to probably lean with Preston here. I mean, I don't know yet, though. I'm pretty fucking nervous about with that cash throwing all $2,300 on that shit. What do y'all think?
Hey, man, I told you I'm going right back to the betting window here, and I'm betting Jared Cannonier after we get off this.
Okay, shit.
I mean, I like the Volkov fight a little bit better, but you got to drop, minus 170 on him. Or that's what I got him at. But I like Cannonier here. I wouldn't talk you off of it. It's just that I like the Volkov bet a little bit more. That's why I put a unit and a half on it. But, again, you got to put more money on that to win. I like Cannonier. I'm going to pick him here. So I think all of us are saying Cannonier.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. You'll have to join
Round the Cannonier.
Yep.
That's right, baby. We will be live. So before we go into the main event, this is what we do. We're a show around here. So we're going to take time to kind of plug what we got going. Mondays, boys, we got Monday Night Football. Every single Monday Night Football, you can catch us right here. Live betting that bad boy. Arguing. Hey, if you get somebody, you don't know what my favorite team's going to be next week. So I could be, hey, shut your mouth, Billy. I could be whoever team I want to because I'm a free agent in this bitch, all right? So, but there's a lot of shit talk going on these football streams. We're fans. We're going at it. It's not your regular, mom and pop type show. So come get tuned in on that. Plus, you're going to get some plays. Was it last night? We went live. Your boy bet 7 bets, cashed 6 of them bad boys. We set them live. We were betting, making money. Monday's Monday Night Football. Tuesday, sometimes there's some Tuesday Night Football, but I'm going to get with Boss and maybe me, the young Brady Big Brain, and maybe Mr. Billy Briz. Maybe we come up with some kind of DraftKings style show for you boys out there. Something like that. Nice little show on Tuesday. Nothing we know, but stay tuned. Wednesday, we got the Millie Mills show. That's right, Seconds Out. Basically, the Ariel Helwani around these parts. He's dropping you news from UFC, Bellator news, and he has a cast of characters of his own. We got people from the UK that's in Pub Nation now. So check that out. Wednesdays, Thursdays. What we got Thursdays? Thursday Night Football. Also, we got Razor Sharp picks on Tuesdays and Thursday as well. You want to make some monies on the ponies? Wham, bam, boom. Friday, always talking hands right here. You can catch us casted characters going hard every single Friday. We got Billy Briz an hour before this dropping his DFS video, and you catch that every single week. What exact time you go live, Billy?
Usually go live around 7 o'clock. Make sure you check out that episode, man. Bobby Gomez is one of the best in the business, man. Former millionaire maker himself. He touched the gold before, and it's always nice getting some knowledge from Bobby Gomez before you head on to a slate.
That's right. So you 52 people in the chat right now, if y'all are interested, if y'all want to make some money, go check out Billy's video. It's up and riding right now. It needs some likes on that bad boy. And then each and every Saturday, you catch us right here. Live betting each and every UFC card, and we're pretty fucking good at it. So come rock with us. We're here for 5-6 hours, partaking in whatever activities we want to partake in. So that's how our week goes. mix and mingle some other stuff too, because you never know what's coming. Boss, you want to add anything to that? Or
Yeah, I do. So tomorrow's fights kick off. It looks like 11 a.m., 10 a.m. Central, right? Is that correct?
That's right, yes, sir.
But
It's 11 a.m. 11 a.m. is it?
Go ahead and send your son or your daughter off to fucking basketball practice without you. You stay on the stream with us. Let them go do their thing. You come back and watch the fights. It's way more important to win money. You got to feed those kids, don't you? You got to feed those kids, damn it.
That's right. You got to put food in their mouth. Yeah, hey, so tomorrow they start at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Central?
Yeah, Central. Yes,
Central.
sir.
Okay, so 11 a.m. East. Okay, got it.
So is everybody going to be fucking streaming with us? Let's go. We be popping, bitch.
That's right. We be pubbing. We got merch too. And we get, some nice numbers. Boss gets spicy and starts throwing out shirts like it's fucking candy. But we got to have special nights for that. So we need y'all to come, share the link. Let's get this rolling, boys. All right, pubsportsradio.com. Visit the website. They got parlay calculators. We got merch. We got articles. We got, like fucking tickers that you can see what's going on, when, where, and how. So check it out. That's what pays the bills, boys. Any other bills we need to pay before we hit this main event, boss?
Sir.
We about hit them, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
we hit them.
we're coming up here on 2 hours. Let's see if we can get this bitch wrapped up in 2 hours and send off the motherfuckers with some winners.
I like it because this one right here, boys, is a banger. We got Khabib Nurmagomedov defending his 155-pound title versus Justin the Highlight Gaethje. Boss, you got some odds on this?
MyBookie.ag.com. MyBookie.ag. Go put in that promo code Pup Sports. Get that fucking Bitcoin out. Match that 100%. And then throw all that shit down on my man that's coming in strong. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Put every dime on it.
Khabib comes in at -315. Gaethje comes in at +255. Over and under 4.5. Over +160. Under 4.5. -200. And we heard what fucking Khabib said today, didn't we? He's going to fucking sub this dude in round 3.
Yeah, I put me out a little article. I don't know if you saw that, boss, but yeah, I saw it popped up on ESPN. It said, hey, basically, I'm going to let you bitches know I'm calling my shot. I'm Babe Ruth in this shit. I'm going to submit Justin Gaethje. How often does Khabib say what he's going to do?
And
he must have seen something.
And I got to tell you, the line makers must have heard his ass because Khabib by submission is +185 right now, the lowest payout on the board out of all the props. So
yeah, so they heard him, and shit's going down. So with knowing that, young Billy Briz in the Gucci glasses, let me know what you think about the main event, sir.
Yeah, man, this is the main event that everybody's been waiting for. This is better than the Ferguson potential main event fight that we're going to get back in the day. But now we got Justin Gaethje hopping in here. I know a lot of people want the odds on Justin Gaethje right now. He's at really good plus money, but man, at the end of the day, man, I just don't see it for him. I feel like Khabib is going to do Khabib things, and he's going to go 29-0 on his route to 30-0 and retire right after that. But I feel like, why are people saying Khabib's price tag is too much? You can get different here, man. I got Khabib Nurmagomedov either in round 4, 5, or by decision at +101 odds, and I have that parlayed up with Phil Hawes at +181 odds, and that's a bet that I feel really confident about. I know Khabib said he was going to get the 3rd round sub, but I see Justin Gaethje not going out like a bitch, as he would say, quote unquote. So I got Khabib 4th, 5th round, or by decision +101, and I have that in the parlay also as well.
Ooh, very nice breakdown, sir. Young Zoe, what you think about it?
So on this fight, I would tell you guys, if this fight was an even money fight, or if it was Khabib -150, I'd be on Khabib. This line is way too big. I think that Gaethje is probably the best puncher that Khabib has ever faced, and that says a lot because Khabib's fought Conor, and I think he has better takedown defense than Conor. But I just think that I've always been a big Gaethje fan. I've always liked his style. And if you look at his fights starting with Barboza, he actually fought James Vick, but I really noticed this in the Barboza, Cerrone, and the Ferguson fight. When he came into the UFC at the beginning, he was really just, let's fight in the pocket. and let's see who's going to win this fight. He used to get knocked out, knocked other people out. But his style has started to change as he's gotten older here. He's being more patient for the big shots. He's not just winging it and hoping that he knocks it out, because Gaethje's got a hell of a chin. He's a good wrestler. Obviously Khabib's going to have the advantage in the jiu-jitsu, but I just see Gaethje catching him in round 3 or 4, and Khabib serving his first knockout in his life, first loss in his life. So I took it at plus 275. I just think this line is way too big, and I like the value at plus 275.
Okay, so let me pick your brain a little bit. So let's just walk through a scene. Can you? So how do you see Gaethje knocking him out? Give me.
And why wouldn't you bet Gaethje inside the distance at better odds?
Paint the picture for me. How do you see it happen? I mean,
I bet it
in a quick 30 seconds. Let me.
Okay, so Billy, I bet it on Tuesday at plus 270. So I got a little bit better odds. If I would have waited, I wouldn't have got those odds. In case he might win by decision, I think he can get the volume output to win this by decision. It's all about how often Khabib can get him on the ground. I just think that Gaethje outclasses him on the feet by a lot, and I think his takedown defense is better than Conor's, and he'll be able to keep it standing more. And I see Gaethje clipping him with an uppercut or a hook and putting him down. We've seen a couple years back, we saw Khabib get a little wobbly legged in one of his fights. I'm trying to remember what fight that was. Somebody clipped him. He recovered. He still won the fight. But I think he can get knocked out. And so that's why I'm doing it.
My thing is, I feel like if you're betting Gaethje, you should bet him inside a distance and then hedge that with the over on one of the round props, because I see the over 4.5 is at plus money, and you still give yourself an opportunity to double cash a hedge bet. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I'd look at it. If I was betting Justin Gaethje, I would bet him inside a distance, hedge it with the over 4.5.
That's not a bad look, but I do think Gaethje can win this in a decision. I may look
see,
at
but it's in the Middle East,
rounds.
Man. I no way this goes to the judges' scorecard and they swipe this away from Khabib. If this has the even closest ability to favor Khabib, if it hits the scorecards, it's Khabib every time in the Middle East.
Yeah, basically in Abu Dhabi, I understand what you're saying, but I think that I don't even have over 2.5 rounds. I have an over 1.5 and an over 3.5. I just think that, I mean, what was the odds on him by inside the distance? Let me just look here. I don't think it was. So Gaethje inside the distance plus 375. So you get another $100 on the plus side. I don't mind that bet. I just like taking him straight in case who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, especially at the underdog money line. Yeah, at the underdog money line.
275. I don't need to push that. I like the 275.
Big P.
Is Big
P? We got Big P in the building.
No, I was looking for him. He usually comments in chat. That's why I said Big P.
El Jefe, what you think about the main event, sir?
Yeah, this is a good fucking main event. And actually, I'm looking at some of the lines. Some of the books out there have Khabib all the way up to minus 350. So mybookie.ag at minus 315 doesn't look so bad if you like Khabib. But I mean, dude, this is real simple. You got Khabib, who's going to be he's going to relentlessly wrestle. He's looking to get those fucking takedowns. That's all there is to it. He's not going to sit there and bang, although he is underrated on the feet. We saw him with that big wrestler's overhand right. He dropped fucking Conor McGregor. I think the only person to really drop his ass the way he did. But the thing Khabib does so good is he mixes in his striking and his level changes. So he blends them so well that it's so hard to freaking get a read on the guy. And obviously he's not going to want to sit with Gaethje and bang, because Gaethje can fucking knock his ass out, can outstrike him, and Gaethje's kicks are serious, man. If Gaethje, that's something y'all didn't talk about. If he gets those calf kicks, and
I didn't mention that. Yeah,
he fires off, like 5, 6, 7 of them, in the first fucking round, just fucking beating Khabib's leg. Like that's gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna see like and that's a big thing for me too. But see, mine's the kind of opposite in the sense of I think that might work to a detriment to Gaethje.
Good because how you catch that leg. It's
exactly. And you're giving somebody, you ain't giving no Joe Blow. You ain't even giving somebody like an Alvarez, like an Eddie Alvarez the chance. You're giving the best motherfucking grappler in the UFC, pretty much bar none, a lot of chances to take you down. And what also, both these guys from their past interviews, press conferences, kind of what they say, they do. If Gaethje says, motherfucker, I'm going to come out and I'm going to bang, I'm going to use my wrestling don't worry, I'm not going to take you down. Gaethje, that's what Gaethje's going to do. If Khabib says, I'm going to come out and I'm going to take you down, Khabib's going to do it. And in that presser, Khabib said, I hope Gaethje's ready to be taken down 100 times because I'm prepared to take him down 100 times. And then in the same breath, he said the only other person that's been as dangerous as Conor in the first round is Gaethje. So then, Khabib has smart fight IQ. So then you put those two together, go watch the fight. Khabib diving for a single leg within the first 10 seconds. So I just see Gaethje constantly going to be fighting off it. He tries to throw a leg kick, he might get it caught. He might get caught with 10 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but what if he kicks low, like a calf kick down low? It's hard to catch. I agree with kicking to the midsection, but if he's kicking down low at the ankle,
another thing, I think that kind of goes with what Slaughter said. He had a good point in Khabib's good at breaking levels, dropping down, breaking levels, and then he has a weird punch that a lot of people don't do. Normally, when you throw a hook, you're here, thumbs up, and you bring it over here. Boom. Khabib has a weird where he hits people with this part of his, and where if your guard's high like this, you can block hooks. But he has a weird thing where he comes up the middle and it's up like this, and it's kind of like they call it the eagle punch. So he could act like he's going to, catch a kick and then change levels and come up with that uppercut. And he's dropped a lot of people with that punch. I just think that Gaethje is going to be on the constant defense. Make no mistake, Gaethje's my favorite fighter. I love his personality. I love how he's just like, I'm a killer. I'm coming in, boo me, hate me. I don't give a shit. Hey, I'm coming in to fight for my family. I love that. I just got to pick who I think is going to win, guys, and I think Khabib's going to win. So
the way you guys talk, let me ask all of you this: what other fighter beside Gaethje can beat Khabib?
Nobody.
I think the only person that could, and I don't think it is even possible anymore, would be a prime GSP.
See, I feel like you would have to start changing weight classes to start talking about Khabib losing, man. At the middleweight division, man, I don't see it.
Yeah, what about you?
At the lightweight, I don't see it.
I think Ferguson's a terrible matchup for Khabib.
Yeah,
because Khabib wants to wrestle, he wants a guy on his back. That favors Ferguson with his jiu-jitsu and his nasty elbows. He can cut people up from the bottom.
He's gonna cut them up, but I think that he would just be just too much. He's just too much. Boss, what you think about it? You think there's anybody in the 155-pound division that could take Khabib?
We saw Poirier fucking he got a good shot off on Khabib, and you saw Khabib. I mean,
he got a nice bite on that.
He was a little bit wobbly there for a minute, but man, I think Khabib, like you brought up, his IQ is so fucking good. He's so smart. I don't know about his father, not being in his corner for the first time like that. I don't know how that's going to treat a fighter. I mean, I ain't going to bet 310 on Khabib. I'm just not. Yeah. I'm going to sit back and shit, dude. I think he dominates like he always does. I think he gets to his 30-0 and he's done. I really believe that. I think
you think he retires after this?
Well, I don't know about retire, but he said he wants to get to 30-0, which kind of does me because he's looking ahead a little bit,
Yeah, he'll be 29-0 after this.
Because Gaethje is the real deal, dog. I mean, he's got the fucking power. We don't ever get to see his wrestling because he never uses it. But, he is a ex-D1 wrestler, Northern Colorado, fucking all division, all that kind of shit. But, I think he'll stuff a few takedowns. Khabib will eventually get him up against the fence, drop those level changes until he drags his ass down. He's going to do it over and over again. And the closer he gets to Gaethje, that he kind of negates that power. That power gets away from Gaethje. So,
one thing Gaethje's good at is avoid not getting his back against the cage. you watch a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to act like I just specifically saw that. I watched a Dan Hardy thing that kind of broke it down, and Gaethje's really good at, and a lot of times back when I used to just do commentary, when I would do my own YouTube channel stuff, I would do commentary on fights, and I caught the double black line. Like a lot of fighters, if you're backing up and you see or you sense that you're on that double black line, you better motherfucking turn. You better pivot and get your back, get away from that black line. And Gaethje's good at that. But I just think that fucking Khabib, if you watch the Conor, he got that single. He got that deep single on Conor. Conor did a good job sprawling, got his hips at a different angle. Khabib was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to readjust. That's called chain grappling. He went to a double. Boom. He readjusted. All right, well, fuck you. I'm going to go to a body lock. He went to a body lock, right back to a single, stood up, ran the pipe, and finally got him down. That's 5 chain grapples. Not everybody's going to do that, but Khabib's going to do that. And I just think that he has the gas tank to do that shit all night.
Yeah, and the gas tank is something that, if anything, if one flaw we have seen a little bit of Gaethje is he does slow down a little bit in later rounds.
Yeah, 4th, 5th round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening too, but Gaethje's a smart fighter too, man. And if Khabib's going to sit there and stare for a minute, that's a bad idea because
it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, boys. This would be one of the bets that if I'm wrong on my prediction, I'm going to be happy as fuck. You know what I mean? I'm going to be happy if Gaethje wins.
I think Gaethje's more reserved these days. He's not throwing like he used to. When you look at his first fights when he came in, and I think he's going to have the energy because if you look at like when he first came into the UFC with Eddie Alvarez and Poirier, those fights he was really all in like rock'em sock'em robots right there in the pocket. And I think he just learned how to fight, and his coaches taught him how to fight for longevity. I'm not afraid of him in round 4 in this fight. I'm not afraid that he's not going to have energy. So I guess I'm against you guys on that. I think he'll have energy in round 4.
Well, guys,
that's why I said though over 4.5. But my fault, no.
Even a little bit of the whole like Khabib's underrated on the stand up because one, he did drop Conor. We saw that. No one's really done that.
Yeah, you better watch out for that eagle punch, boy.
One of the fights I did rewatch was that Alaquinta. I don't, because Alaquinta kind of withstand that whole thing for 5 rounds or whatever. But I mean, dude, he was jabbing his ass up. Khabib was jabbing up Alaquinta.
Double jabbing, triple jabbing. Like
I'm telling you, bro. So I mean,
we'll see.
Obviously, he's not going to stand and bang with Gaethje. That's not his objective.
He said, "Be prepared for 100 takedowns, boy."
Well, of course you're going to say that, Mo. Right? You're going to say that coming in the fight because you want him to feel threatened by the takedown.
Yeah, but that's all he's going to do.
But that's what Khabib does, though.
Specialist at that, and that's why he's so fucking good.
And I say that with all due respect.
I'm just saying that.
I did not mean to yell at my elders.
You could.
No, I'm just saying that if what fight does he not want to take the guy down all the time? What fight is there that he said no? I want to stand and bang.
Alaquinta.
Well, I think he just did that to prove a point that he could do it, but he doesn't want to do that with Gaethje.
No, he took down as much as he wanted, though, but he wasn't threatened enough.
Yeah, he did it. He did it because he knew he could do it. He knows he can't do it against Gaethje, so therefore,
Gaethje will knock him out.
He's not. But you don't want to stand with Gaethje.
Gaethje will knock his ass out. He does have more power than Poirier. Poirier is probably the crisper, cleaner striker, and he got a good fucking shot off on.
And also, we
saw him wobbling a little bit, so.
Dude, and also, he knows that Gaethje's going to tuck his chin and he's going to walk forward. He's going to walk forward. So Khabib's going to have to deal with constant pressure. You know what I'm saying? And
no, I see that. I mean, it wouldn't be a Khabib fight if you're not dealing with pressure.
There you go. Pressure makes down.
Fight, bro. But I'm going to sit back, watch the fireworks on this one. I got a little parlay bet of the night I think I'm going to put out. It's just for fun, but.
Nice.
I got some other stuff I'll put out on Twitter tomorrow at Slaughterhouse and at Talking Hands 101. I got to get with Preston, the other co-host here of Talking Hands to see if he's out of town right now. He'll be back.
Hey, that sexy son of a bitch got a haircut tonight, boys. Oh, Big P got that mop cut off, he told me. So he's going to be coming back looking crisp, clean like a model out there.
I haven't got my hair since that COVID shit, man. It's already growing down the back of my shoulders and shit, man. It's crazy.
Is it next week Preston's back?
I think so. 31st or Halloween or some shit. So we'll
okay.
we'll figure it out. But we haven't got to talk about the flip that cash segment, which we do every stream, guys. We take mybookie.ag. We've taken $500. We try to flip it to $10,000. Right now, we're sitting at $2,350. We're up to $4,300. We lost on last fight. We lost. Who was it, Preston? Damn it. Who was it, guys? Y'all remember this?
What, last week?
The ones y'all told me not to fucking bet on Zombie.
Yeah, Zombie was the one.
Yeah,
Zombie was the one last week.
So we're back down to $2,350. We're trying to get to $10,000. That's our goal. We started with 5. We're up to 4,900. We keep fucking going backwards, but we're going to keep rolling, and let's get there, man. We're going to get there. We have the one weekend where we could have already been there, but, you know, it's hard to just roll everything over like that.
That's how it goes. And these exciting ass fights, we could talk about these damn things all night, boys. We've been rolling solid, boys, for 2 hours and 5 minutes for y'all out there. Thank the Max in the chat tonight, boys. We had damn near 60, 59 or so. So y'all showed up and showed out. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you're watching this replay and you're new, make sure you're subscribed. You can catch us tomorrow live, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central AM, that is, in the morning, drinking monsters. Nikki's probably going to be shit hammered drunk by then. So it will be a fun time, and appreciate each and every one of y'all. You got mybookie.ag. Make sure you go supporting there. Sign up with code PUBSPORTS. You got bulk supplements. You want to get juice to the gills, get some triceps. Check them out. They got some nice amino acids. What else we rocking with, boss?
We got www.builtbars.com. Their protein bars. They're very good. They got like 24 flavors, man. I've ordered a fucking huge box. We're all gonna snack on them here at the because we need some. We're fucking brainstorming, doing content. We got the bar going on. I can't always get to the food. The kitchen's too busy, so I need something to snack on. I'm trying to build that fucking muscle. You know what I mean?
That's right. Nice. And then let's say you're building that muscle and your muscles get a little too sore. Where do they need to go, boss?
Well, they need to go see my buddies here in San Antonio, Texas, the Natural Heights. You can visit them at 1880 Nacogdoches Road, San Antonio, Texas. Give them a call, 210-592-1060. If you suffer from stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, any of that stuff, man, these guys have something for you, whether you want to smoke some flower, drop some oil under your tongue, or just rub that shit on your butthole.
Hey, get wild, boys.
I wouldn't suggest that, but
get fucking wild these days.
I'm just kidding, guys. Go visit those guys. They got every kind of topic supplement. You can smoke it, rub it, do whatever you want. Good shit over there. 1880 Nacogdoches Road, Natural Heights. Give them a call. Tell them Pup Sports sent you.
That's right. And for each and every one of y'all in the chat, we love you. Would roll through the names. There's too many of y'all right now. Appreciate the support. Catch us tomorrow. For Billy Briz at Getting Bills. For Slaughterhouse at Slaughterhouse1. For Jacksonville Zoe that ain't got no damn social media, but he loves you. For your boy Mo Screen 5P1 on Twitter. For Pub Sports Radio, that's what all this is powered by. Rock with us. Be subscribed. Shout out to DFS by the numbers for the shout out. We love you, brother. We'll see you next week.